Let's mic check right now. Okay, yeah, we're live. We're live. Okay. So guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. You're welcome to the Emir Sirdam show. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. A very short one. All of it was very short for me, but I think I had enough rest. I hope you guys did too. But we're back again, and in the course of the weekend, so many dramas occurred that we'll be talking about tonight on the Emir Sirdam show. Right, I already have a little short topic up there. Bad versus the church. Yeah, bad v church. Right. I think that's one of the most important topics we're talking about tonight. But before then, please, guys, I just want to push every one of you guys listening to the sound of my voice now on any platform you are tuned in to please share the live, repost the live. I want to see this live being shared to 10 or more people right now. El Nino Cruz, I see you, my brother. Welcome. We have a mandate of a minimum of 100,000 likes, which we've pushed up to at least 200k likes going forward. Please, guys, how you can help us grow this live is by contributing, by sharing the live, by reposting the live, and probably by gifting, which is not compulsory on my platform. But because of what we have heard, if you're joining us for the first time, that we have heard so many things about TikTok. How we can grow this live is if all these activities are happening simultaneously on the live, it helps push us up the FYP, right? So please, I want to indulge every one of you listening to the sound of my voice right now to please help us in pushing the live up to the next level by reposting, by resharing, by retweeting the live, right? I myself, I'm going to do that just now because I've not even done it myself. So I have to share this live to my ex account right now so they know that I'm actually live. So just bear with me. We are live with some fire emoji. Don't miss out. And yes, and that's done. And I'm back on TikTok. Exactly. So guys, hope you guys did not miss me. It's good to have you guys on Facebook. Welcome Isaiah, Kingsley, and every one of you joining us on Facebook. Every one of you on YouTube coming into the room, welcome. People on X videos, welcome. Odubia, I see you from YouTube. Welcome. Wherever you're streaming from, please you can put it in the chat, and I'll be giving you guys shout out as the show goes on. Tonight is going to be a very wonderful conversation. I've been itching to speak on issues that have happened over through the weekend up until today, and I think tonight brings us that opportunity to talk about them. So you're free to join this platform. I always say this is a pan-Nigerian platform, pan-African platform, pan-humanity platform where we do not gag or stop anybody from airing their opinions or their views, as the case may be, as long as you are not telling lies or outrightly giving out false information. You're always allowed to speak on this platform. And this platform currently is a TikTok platform. We're just streaming across other platforms just to make sure that we can get more people to hear the kind of conversation that we have on this platform. So please, if you're joining us for the first time, please, you're welcome. Hopefully, we have a wonderful show tonight. I don't want to indulge every one of you to please help us while we are on this. To please share the live one more time, to please repost the live, and TikTokers, guys, everybody get on the tap. I brought so many people to TikTok, so I know that many people do not. My auntie was here last weekend, and real story. So she called me at the end of the show, and she was like, "When you're saying people should power tap, what does that mean?" And maybe she was trying to ask on the chat. So, well, I have to explain to her that simply power tapping really means just you consistently pressing your phone. You can use your two fingers. You can even use three fingers on your screen, just within your screen. I think triple tap means the more, if you hit it three times, the more likes you blow up this space faster. So everybody can just triple tap this show. Please don't stop. That's how you can help us push this live up and we get more people into the conversation. I know you guys understand how, for those that are consistently with us on the platform, you understand how important the kind of conversations we have on this platform, right? So I always lay this as a ground rule to people that come on my platform. This platform is anti-bigotry. For many of people that come over here with your whole, because I know how TikTok operates. TikTok is almost like a very dirty house whereby there are people with so many different kinds of sentiments. On my platform, I allow everybody come here to speak. But the moment you start going in the bigoted side of the conversation, I will have to drop you, or I probably have to cut you off my platform. You might not have to see the platform anymore. I'm comfortable having 10 people here that are 10 people, 10 sensible Nigerians. Just in fact, 10 Nigerians that can think. Wherever I stand on the end of the conversation, I do not care. But as long as you're sensible enough to have conversations that do not divide along tribal or ethnic or any of these lines, we can have a conversation, right? So I also have to put this out there before we get the show started. So meanwhile, please, guys, one more time, I have to echo this out there. We do this for those journalists. If it's your first time, I see you'll be for president. Welcome. I greet you, sir. Welcome, sir. If it's your first time of joining us on this platform, we do this every weekdays, Monday through Thursdays. We're up here 10 p.m. Nigerian time, talking about the state of our nation. So we have made it almost like a ritual right now. So we have our people coming in probably late, but hopefully we'll have a full house tonight. So this is for those that probably have skipped tonight and feeling like, what happened? Wait. Please, that's why I'm pushing you guys now. So power tap the live, guys, and share this live to 10 or more people. Take it to your WhatsApp stories, take it to your Facebook group, take it to your TikTok handle, take it to every place you can find yourself, and let's get a wonderful conversation. I just want to jot down some things that is coming to my head. I think we must talk about Tinubu certificates, Tinubu the illiterate certificates. Oh, Nigeria. Nigeria, how far? This weekend has just been, I've just been asking myself questions. I'm like, what's happening in our country? How low have we gotten? How low have people have we fallen as a country? If Tinubu is what is representing us today. And this is for me that I know that at least I wouldn't say that I've gone to the height of education. I stopped at my master's. I finished my master's. Hopefully, with the intention that probably in the coming years I will go for my PhD and maybe just end up there with 1 or 2 PhDs, or probably because I believe that there's no limit to education. We learn every day, and it's important. It's a vital component of the society when the society is highly educated. And seeing INEC release these people's CV and Tinubu is still on the ballot, is there? I know that Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is not left for we, the people, to rescue. But the systems in our country is finished. If Tinubu's CV that we saw is allowed to contest the presidential elections in any country, that is no longer a country. If the CV that we saw is allowed to contest for the presidency of any country, that is not the country anymore. That is now a zoo or a jungle or a jungle. A zoo is organized. You see animals engage. A games reserve. If any country with what, I don't know if you guys have seen it. But if a country, a man is vying for the most exalted position in the land of the country, then there's a problem somewhere. The minimal is the opposition entry. Last election, they said it was pre-election case. I don't even care whether it's pre. The INEC itself are meant to disqualify him based on that certificate, without even the opposition even saying anything. What is the role of the legislators? The people that create the law that we should stand on. What is their work? What is their job? What is the job of people that we look up to, that we are saying that are meant to create laws that will guide the country that we work on, that we live in? What is their job? Let's even forget. I've always insisted that yes, the opposition. I don't believe we don't have an opposition, right? Opposition is almost, these guys don't understand what opposition means. But what is the job of the people that are meant to legislate? If Bola Ahmed Tinubu can openly give INEC what INEC displayed to the whole world to see, no primary school, no secondary school, they go university. Yeah. How about Nigerians? It's an insult. It's an insult to every one of us that passed through the educational system, day and night, primary school, secondary school. It's a total insult to every single one of us. I don't know if you guys are not seeing it. It is insanity. It is insanity that such a person with such a resume, if such a person comes to apply for your job as a CEO of your company, will you give him that job? And the university in question itself, because we have seen the files of that university, the real biodata of that particular Bola Tinubu is actually Adekunle, a female name, sorry, Bolanle or something. It's the sex in the school wrote female. Now woman. And the story as it is that the person that adopted him so far, you know, the Madam Tinubu also, that her daughter's name was actually Bola Tinubu. That's her daughter's real name, Bola. And you know, back in the days, prior to September 11th bomb blast in America, where they had to now digitalize passport and everything, there were many Nigerians, there were many Africans traveling across the globe with Oluwole with Oluwole stamp, with Oluwole visa. There were many Africans traveling across. In fact, some people then go do visa, they go send their passport through water for their siblings. Their siblings go use their visa, fly. One person can use 3 visas. One visa can fly 3 or 4 people out of the country. In Nigeria, yes, it's real. In the 80s, in the 90s, it was regular, because then there was nothing to authenticate whether the visa was real or something. No, there was not. The authentication was not as it is today, where you have to do biometrics, have to do face scanning, have to do fingerprint, thumb, and all those things. Not like today. This man went and claimed the identity of a person. And remember, when he was vying for governor, he told Nigeria, look at, see, the amount of crime Tinubu's resume has. Tinubu should be in jail, not in Aso Rock. Because when Tinubu was vying for governor, he said he went to Government College Ibadan in 1970 something. Meanwhile, as of when he wrote that date, he said that college was not existing. That this man with all these things, this is not now like because I hate him or because I don't like him because of this or that one. You know how his people always, once you speak the truth and you catch Tinubu, the next thing his supporters do is to say, this one because no be you be Igbo man, or you be Hausa man, or they will just find one way. It is always an agenda. It is not, they will never come to address what you said. Do you understand what it means that the Twitter page of a university has been locked for the past 4 years? The Twitter page of a university, Chicago State University, has been locked for the past 4 years because of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because of one man. Because of one man, an institution. Nigerians. No. You can't. It gets to a point where you begin to. It is outright madness. It's not even stupidity anymore. It is madness. It gets to a point whereby it is madness when you see all these things and you keep supporting it. You are now meant to be in a mental home. You're not meant to be walking around normal people because you're no longer normal. When you see all these things and choose to defend it, it get to a point where we just say, this guy na crook, this guy na criminal, but sha, I still like him. I understand you. But if you come out and you see all these things and you feel like it's worth defending, kai. I really believe you're a product of Ishawuru. But meanwhile, as we get more into the conversation, because today's show is going to be very interesting, right? Please, I want to indulge every one of you that we have a mandate on the platform to hit a minimum of 100,000 likes. So please, as why you join us, I want to push you guys to please power tap the live. Please power tap the live. Everyone, please, let's triple tap. You can use your 3 fingers and be tapping pa 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 pa. You can use your 2 fingers, you can use your 4 fingers, you can use all your fingers, as the case may be, right? Please, but please, let's power tap the live. Let's share the live. Let's repost the live. Wherever you're watching us from, if you're on X, please retweet the live to other people. My sister, and then happy new month to all of you one more time. I'm sorry for not wishing you guys happy new month. Happy new month of August. We're in the second half of the year. So happy months to every one of you guys. Thank you so much that have always been tuned into this platform. I see every one of you, all our fan club. Thank you so much, guys. I celebrate every one of you that have joined us tonight. Thank you so much from Facebook. I see you guys to YouTube, to please YouTube guys, I hope I'm audible. Please just confirm audibility on that platform. To X video, thank you so much, guys. And to my family on TikTok, let's have a wonderful show. Already have wonderful requesting for the mic already up here that will be allowing to speak any moment from now. But I want to circle back to one of the most important things that happened over the weekend, which was the visitation of the Catholic bishops to Aso Rock. And the events that have transpired from that visit till date, because so many events have happened in the course of that visit. So when the Catholic bishop visited and they left, images we saw from Aso Rock was one of, the Catholic bishops have come, and it's like, and they came and visited Tinubu, and the snippets we got from Aso Rock was that the Catholic bishops were talking about allowing free and fair elections. Right? Well done, Professor. I see you, sir. It's good to have you on the platform. But that's fine, sir. That's fine. Maybe another time I can have you. Thank you. And the Catholic bishops they presumed that the information they were giving us from Aso Rock was that the Catholic bishops were they were just talking about free and fair elections, and they told Tinubu to conduct. And Tinubu was saying, and the confirmation which we got from Aso Rock was that Tinubu said all is fair in politics, which was what prompted me to make a video. And I was like, do Nigerians really understand what a man as desperate as Bola Tinubu means when he says all is fair in politics? Do we understand the ramification of such a statement coming from a very desperate man in Aso Rock? It means an open declaration of war, even if he's not declaring war openly. He's actually telling people that all is fair in politics. These terminologies are what you hear when you hear generals speak about war. All is fair in war. That is the kind of terminology you get. So if that was when I heard, I was like, Nigerians, we now have to understand. This man is telling you that all is fair in politics. It means rigging is fair in politics, ballot snatching is fair in politics, vote buying is fair in politics, beating up polling unit people is fair in politics. Whatever you do is fair in politics, as long as you can be declared the winner. All is fair in politics. So that was what I got from that meeting, and I was like, me knowing fully well that if you're a follower of, I always say this, follow patterns when you want to talk about Nigeria. Follow patterns. Now, everything that's happening today has happened in the past. If you understand patterns, you see that there's nothing new under the sun. I don't know the philosopher that said that, but there's nothing actually new under the sun. Everything that's happened today has happened in the past, which include the visitation of the bishops to Aso Rock. The Catholic bishops have consistently, since the military days, visited presidents. And when they come, like, let me quote the word of Tinubu's ally, Senator Sani Shehu of Kaduna. He said that the Catholic bishops always visit leaders, and that when they come visiting leaders, they don't come bearing gifts, they come bearing bitter cola. What it simply means is that the Catholic bishops, when they come to visit you in Aso Rock, They don't come to give you sugar-coated, the kind of things you want to hear. They will come and tell you directly if you're working or you're not working. Consistently, that this is what they have always done. They have never been the people to come in and try to sugarcoat, or because these people don't ask for tithes or special offering. You know, today I'm going to take shot at so many men of God, including that Adebo Yosef. Hit him, please. That's on his reputation, right? It's on everything that he stands for, and on everything that we as the people we should not stand for. And you see these guys, they stepped into that room and they told Tinubu they had truth. They told him that, man, you're a disaster. The Nigerians are suffering, and it felt when I was watching because this information that we are hearing, they told Tinubu, was not what the presidency told us, because they wanted to keep everything that they heard that these people told them they wanted to keep it as a secret. But trust Archbishop Cardinal and John Odikon. I hope I don't destroy his name though. And he was on Arise TV. And he told Arise TV exactly things that he told the president. They told the president, they said, no, when the nation is burning, you don't expect our visit to the president should be a polite visit. No. We didn't go there to go and smile and drink tea. We didn't go there to go and tell him, oh, you're doing well. The Lord is with you. It's a lie. We went there to tell him the hard truth. And funny enough, today when I woke up this morning and I was reading my Bible, I'm a very faith-believing person. If you know me, you know this. I was reading from the book of Jeremiah today. And it was actually talking about exactly the same thing that happened over the weekend. I don't know how. But we're talking about a prophet. I think prophet, is it Hananiah, Zephaniah, or somebody? I'm going to probably, I don't misquote. Let me check it, please. Just give me a minute. It's very important I say this story for Nigerians to understand, please. Just get me just a minute, please. Let me get this prophet's name. Prophet Hananiah. I'm right. Right. Correct. Prophet Hananiah came out and he was telling the people of the so-called people of God then, and he was telling them that, oh, that God has answered them, that the people that are in exile will come back. This one, that one, giving them fake prophecy. Remember how I started this conversation when I said everything that is happening today has happened before. Everything that you see on earth right now, there is nothing new under the sun. Everything you see today has happened at a point in time in history that's been reported. And when I was reading it, I was shocked, because this was actually what's happening in Nigeria. And then I was prophesying and telling them, oh, that all the because then the Israelites then were already in exile. And it was like, oh, that the people that are coming back, that God is making sure that Nebuchadnezzar is going to release them, that things is going to be better, this one, that one, that one. And Jeremiah was there, because Jeremiah had not heard from God. Jeremiah said, oh, that is nice. Hopefully let it happen as you said. Then Jeremiah went back and heard from God. And Jeremiah came back to that temple and told them, say, oh, more, say, now lie, oh, that lie, what is this guy telling an alamba, oh? Say, you know, go work like that. That guy not challenging. Why? How dare you? And fought him, I think, broke something off his neck or something. The long story short was that Jeremiah told him that you will not see this year, you will not see the end of this year. And that prophet did not see the end of the year. All I'm not trying to paint here is that from time immemorial, there have always been fake prophets that have held exalted position that millions of people listened to and believed them that God was speaking through them. Actually, they were speaking for God, not God speaking for them. Or not God speaking through them. It has always been from time immemorial. So the Adeboyers of today were the prophet Hananiah of old, that had the chance to tell the people the truth, tell leaders the truth as it is, but chose to be in bed with the corrupt leaders for their own personal and selfish ambitions that I cannot explain. How do you look at Nigeria of today and make excuses for the presidency? How? Where are you standing on? And you have millions of people that are looking and listening up to you. You had the opportunity. You see our Pentecostal pastors and men of God get a chance to sit with Tinubu, and all they're looking for is for special offering, special tithes, land, this, that. And trust Tinubu. He's a giver when it comes to such things. Look at his wife. Told your mother to go and fry akara. She's giving, she's dashing buses up and down. She gives your mother 50,000 naira for akara. She's dashing bus APC youths. You think they don't have it? You think they don't have the resources to help people? They do. But they understand that Nigerians, many Nigerians, we are very shallow, that whatever they throw to us, we will pick it up and we'll see heal them. And those that they believe they are deserving of it, they will show it to them. And so the Catholic bishops going into Aso Rock and Cardinal, this thing is that who the gods want to destroy, they first make mad. Tinubu is going to be a practical example for Nigerians to see. Tinubu's destruction is up. Tinubu is on the path of destruction. Because if you know Tinubu, if you know APC, if you follow Tinubu's trajectory from his days as governor, you understand that Tinubu is a man or a charisma or a character built on propaganda. Nothing about Tinubu is real. Nothing about Bola Tinubu to his name is real. So you have to tell a lie to defend a lie, to defend a lie, to defend another lie, to defend another lie, just to keep this lie of a human being going on. You have to create images, you have to create propaganda, you have to sugarcoat it just to keep this fraud of a person going on. My sister JT, this is my request back today. Today go sweet without but welcome. I hope it's not in error. Don't tell me it's a mistake. Right. So for this character, it is important that he continues to do his propaganda, to paint the system. And I said it. Remember, guys, I want to remind you guys on this platform when I have always said that my biggest problem with Tinubu is not just Tinubu, is the people around. Is that Tinubu is smarter than everybody that is in his circle. That is my biggest problem with Bola Tinubu, is that he is wiser and smarter than every person in his circle. And meanwhile, Tinubu has an IQ of a chicken. That is the problem. If a man with an IQ of a chicken is smarter than everybody around him, and he's leading a country of 200 million people, we are doomed. Because the people around him, it shows that their IQ are IQ of maggots. These ones can't think. They can't say anything. Only anything you tell them is, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Or your mandate, or your mandate. That's all they know how to sing. They cannot think for themselves. They cannot act for themselves. They cannot, they are controlled robots. And so therefore, their own job is to just to be cherry pick, to be whitewashing his ego. And hailing him every time. He's feeling like a god in Aso Rock. That a set of bishops come to you and tell you, sir, you're not doing well. These people are not people that are married. Or that in fact, the Catholic faith is when you hear the priest, even probably priest of the you can't look at those people. Their life, they don't get wife, they don't get children, they don't get, there's nothing with them that they're not people that are of vanity. They know they buy private jets, they know they build university, they know they build schools, they know they build hospitals. They are called to service. They are the ones that are in connection to millions of Nigerians that come to them every single day with their problems and telling them, see how they can. They are the ones that will tell you the truth. If you're a sensible leader, if you get sense as a leader, because I'm not even trying to blame Tinubu generally, right? The truth of the matter is that when you're authority of power, the people around you are going to create a wall around you, and that wall is a wall that is almost impenetrable. It can almost not be penetrated, right? It's a wall that if you as a person are not smart enough, you will never get real data of what's happening in your country. That is the truth, because they will sieve the information you get. If it get do you know what it means? That the newspaper that you as a president you'll be reading, they can be printing special newspaper just for you. It costs them nothing. It costs them nothing. They can be printing daily, every single day, a special one for you. They can actually create an NTA division that will be reporting news that only you will be watching, and you think that this is actually what the whole Nigeria are watching. They can do all these things because The funds to do it is nothing. So you as a president, you must learn how to break through this wall, these barriers, to connect with the daily man on the streets. Either by your area boys where they your streets, where you go to call for phone, say, Omo, Egbon, what is happening in the country? Are my policies working? I hope you guys are really benefiting. I hope this nail fund, they says, I hope your child is getting the nail fund. Mama Sekira, I hope people are benefiting from this and that. These are the people that will tell you the truth. Not Bayo Ananuga, Daniel Three-Mouth Bwala. These people are there to eat and feed of the system. They will only tell you things that will massage your ego as the president. They will only lie to you. Oh my God. This madman, Bayo Ananuga, was on air on Arise TV saying that the hardship in Nigeria is not real. Do you understand Bayo Ananuga? And Tinubu was, I'm 100% certain, Tinubu was like, let me watch Bayo Ananuga live on air that day and see what he will say. Then Bayo Ananuga with his chest was on Arise TV telling the host that the hardship in Nigeria is not real. Justifying everything he tells Tinubu that now that his friend drove from here to here now, that Nigeria, that is just being exaggerated. And Tinubu is seeing that on TV, like Tinubu say, aha, we are working. So they create an alternate reality, they create a parallel universe, they create a parallel country, and they put Tinubu in that parallel country. And he's living there thinking that he's actually working. Meanwhile, Nigerians are crying and wailing every day. Then the one set of people that will come and tell you the truth, that came and said, Mr. President, your policies have been an abject failure to the Nigerian people. Mr. President, Nigerians are suffering like they have never suffered before. Mr. President, Nigerians have been unalived in the highest number ever before. Mr. President, things are not working in the country that you claim to rule. And Tinubu that was going to take it as a feedback. Like these people told Buhari the same thing. They told Jonathan the same thing. They told Obasanjo the same thing. They told Abacha the same thing. They told Babangida. These people have been consistent telling leaders the same thing. This Cardinal John is someone that my happiness in a Yoruba brother, said a Yoruba man. It says Cardinal John, a Igbo man. Tinubu are the children of bigotry. That thing they paid them. See this man, a Yoruba man. It's a stand-up man. A stand-up man that is not in this world for anything, but he just wants to make heaven. That will tell you the truth whether you like it or not. He's not here to come and massage your ego. He's not here for after he lied to you, the brown envelope you will give them. The Catholic Church, the Catholic Church has done more for Nigeria than the Nigerian government since independence till date. Go and check how many schools the Catholic Church operates across the country. Check how many hospitals the Catholic Church operates across the country. Just go and check it. Direct impact to the Nigerian people. So they have every authority to tell you the truth. Then they come and tell you the truth. And in your usual madness, you think this is opposition politics. You think this is the time to come and do say Catholic, like madmen. When they were telling Buhari it in 2021 was to be on the ballot. When they were telling Jonathan in 2013 was to be on the ballot, was Jonathan not a Christian? And you see the difference between two leaders. Consistently, Daddy Adeboye has been calling out previous governments consistently. He got to Tinubu's turn. He turned into a tribal bigot. John Onanikon has been calling out previous government consistently. He got to Tinubu's turn. He maintained status quo. He stood on business. Then what do we get? Tinubu now unleashed his attack dogs. His mad dogs. His hungry dogs. All over social media. All over the media space. Attacking these revered men of God. that only came to tell you the truth. But because your ego has been bruised, because they told you that you should create a conducive and fair and fair elections. They told you that you have been a disaster as a president. A mandate you stole that you didn't deserve in the first place. They told you the hard truth, the bitter truth, the bitter pill. You could not swallow it. You now unleashed your dogs to attack them. Then as they were leaving Aso Rock, Catholic churches across the country started getting attacked by bandits and terrorists on ground. Who are the people supplying these bandits? Why all of a sudden are the Catholic Church being attacked by terrorists from Enugu to Southern Kaduna to Kogi State? In the space of 48 hours of these people exposing Tinubu as a disaster, Catholic churches across the country are being attacked now as we speak. Does anybody need any interpreter to now believe that APC are the political wing of Boko Haram terrorists? Do you now need any evidence, any further evidence? I made a video to that I posted, and I said that immediately after Bola Ahmed Tinubu was told the truth, in less than 48 hours, the ground forces started attacking the Catholic Church. And I remember because somebody made a post and I had to quote him. I said, the guy said that Sheyi Makinde said it. And I went to check it's true. Sheyi Makinde said that I have barely declared to run for the presidency. But because I'm from the Southwest, in less than 24 hours of my declaration to run for the presidency, the Oyo school kidnapping happened. In less than 24 hours, kidnapping happened in Oyo State. In less than, I don't understand if Nigerians are not seeing this thing. No. Honestly speaking, there is no greater evidence for any sane, discerning mind than what is happening right now. Thank you so much, my brother. There is nothing else I can explain that 24 hours after a man declared to be president. And I now asked this question. I said, because you see me, right? I always talk about patterns. Saddam is consistently coming on his life every weekday. That is why tomorrow, if you come in by this time, God's willing, you will see Saddam. Patterns. There's a behavioral pattern that you can say, if you wake up and say, Saddam will dey lie by this time. Patterns. Consistently in this Tinubu's administration, we have called Tinubu out when there are massive massacre. Like we called him out in Benue State, if you guys can recall. He traveled out of the country and the Benue, and remember also in the behavioral patterns of Tinubu, anytime these bandits want to strike, Tinubu will travel out of the country. Those early days, remember, he'll be in France. You will now hear massacre of 200 and something people. Then when he comes back, we'll be dragging him. Tinubu will now go to that place and visit them. Or go and visit the state, sorry. Benue State, for example, it happened. That we saw them lining up children on the road and rain was beating them. Remember, Plateau State, second, it happened. When we dragged and called him out, he stopped at the airport. He didn't go inside. Oyo State, we called him out. In fact, Oyo State was the highest call out Tinubu ever got. There was actually protest on ground led by VDM and co. For all the dragging Tinubu got from Oyo State, Tinubu still did not go to Oyo State. That was when I knew that this man knew something about that happened in Oyo State. That was when I knew that Tinubu hand, he know what happened for Oyo State. That we drag him. The whole world was saying, free these children. Tinubu did not go to Oyo State. He know what happened for Oyo State. And for the governor to come out and say that this is unlike my regime. I've spent 7 years as a governor in this state. None of this has never happened. 24 hours to me declaring that I want to be the president of Nigeria. All of a sudden, kidnapping has happened in my state. His momentum for presidency just died overnight. Who is talking about Sheyi Makinde for president again today? Nobody. Nobody's talking about Sheyi Makinde for president today. He was meant to be a strong contender from the Southwest. But today, nobody's talking about Sheyi Makinde because they used an incident to silence his political career. Then you now bring it to the Catholic Church. Less than the same, I'm showing you guys patterns, so that's what I'm showing, just patterns of how these people operate. And I saw a post and I was like, oh my goodness. If you remember, if you recall, which I know that God forbid if Tinubu gets a second term, he will not be his vice president till the end of the second term. It's guaranteed, I'm certain, which is Kashim Shettima. There have been serious infightings going in with Kashim Shettima being replaced as Tinubu's vice. The day that Tinubu confirmed that Kashim Shettima will be his vice, coincidentally, was the same day that the Oyo students were released. Somebody check it, please. The same day that the Oyo, that film finished, that film that we watched, was that same day that they confirmed Kashim Shettima to be Tinubu's vice. We are dealing with open criminal terrorists in real. They act this thing for our face, so. But they know that many Nigerians cannot think. The men that have hit us so much with poverty that many people are not even thinking. We're not living. We're not existing in our country. They intentionally did it like that. Then they now brought to the Catholic Church that less than 48 hours after this thing, they were kidnapping of a seminarian in Enugu State during Sunday Mass live. Enugu State, they enter, carry people for Catholic Church. Kogi State, then kill priest. For Kaduna State, they kill over 27 people. In this same space, in this same period. And you now want me to believe from somewhere that this government does not know what happened, or they are not involved, or they are not complicit in these things. I do not agree with you. I do not agree with you. Guys, welcome to the show. Let's open up the floor right now. Let's just open up the floor. It's important we have these conversations, guys. But meanwhile, please, before I bring up my speakers that are already up here to speak, I just want to indulge every one of you. Please, let's share the live. Everyone, please share the live to 10 or more people. Repost the live. And also, please, on TikTok, power tap the live. That's how you can help us do this live. Please power tap the live. Let's go up in the conversation. If you're on X, watching me from X, please, all I ask of you guys is to please repost, reshare, retweet the live. Sorry, that's how we do it over there on X. Like the live. Let's have a wonderful conversation. Please, on Facebook, guys, Facebookers, I see a whole lot of you guys, wonderful people. Please repost the live also. And let's share the live. Let's have a wonderful conversation. Let me open up the floor right now for my speakers. I'm going to start with Ugo Boss. Ugo Boss, you came here first. If you can hear me, please. Everybody, I'm going to give everybody 5 minutes, please, to just react to the conversation. Please, 5 minutes. When you're done, I'll have to probably drop you for that people to speak. Ugo Boss, can you hear me, please? And also, please, if you know that you're not close to your mic or you're not ready to speak, please, I'll beg of you not to request the mic so that we can always bring people that are ready to speak, right? Thank you. Ugo Boss, are you there? One. Ugo Bossman. Ugo Bossman. All right, let's go to Mani Jaja. Mani Jaja, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I greet you.
All right, welcome, sir. You have the live in 5 minutes. Please, let's be very mindful of time, please. You have live in 5 minutes. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, just like you've been reeling it out, I think a few days with the off-year has been full of drama all over the country. And first of all, we even say that INEC have shown themselves to be a very shameless institution to have the guts to publish that rubbish to the Nigerian people. INEC have shown itself like is where the main embarrassment lies, because I wonder what INEC will come out tomorrow now to come and be telling people these are the electoral rules for you to follow. If the basics of the electoral, the requirement to occupy a position, you people can overlook it. You have already shown that, yes, the president appointed the INEC chairman, that the INEC chairman is just a boy of the president. And how can you just, like, no, I was even trying to post something from channel of one senseless APC person coming to defend Tinubu's non-presentation of primary and secondary certificate. And you could see that, just like we keep saying it, it goes beyond stupidity what this guy tries to put forth to defend this whole thing. Like, even one, he was debating with a guy from ADC. The DC guy was just trying to bring him to the basic requirement of anything. Just like you are coming for an employment and they tell you these are the requirements. You have to be a degree holder or you have to be a PhD holder. And then you are coming to such an interview. You cannot even present a primary school certificate, secondary school. At least for anything you do in life, there should be a trajectory of your success should be traced. Anything that is trajectory cannot be traced. Fraud is involved. And this whole thing is embarrassing. And INEC should disqualify Tinubu. And it's sad that we are no longer seeing pressure being mounted on INEC for a very long time. It's as if INEC has now been left alone to relax and do whatever thing they want to do. I think the pressure on INEC needs to resume. Amon Petan is not talking to anybody. It's as if he's just there waiting for the D-Day to do his hatchet job and go. Maybe travel out of the country or get protected by the military, police, and whoever. So INEC we need to really, really come up to demand accountability from the onset from INEC now. And then secondly, on the issue of I think he has once again at least redeemed the battered image of the church in Nigeria to show that just like when Elijah thought that he was only one left, God said to him, I have like 1,000 other prophets that have not bowed to bow. And that was a comfort to him. I think Bishop John Onayekon and the Catholic Church have at least made the Christian body proud in Nigeria again, because we now live in a space that our Christian leaders is as if they now fear the truth. And whenever a man starts fearing the truth, it's obvious that, like Bible will tell you, when gift is changed hands, justice is compromised. So they are clearly showing that it's either they want something from this administration or they have gotten some benefit from this administration that have shut them up. And it's sad that people that millions of Nigerians look up to cannot see evil and call it evil any longer. It's so sad. But thank God for John Onanekon. And thank God that the presidency is even responding the way they are responding, exposing their foolishness, even inciting the Catholic body against them the more. Just like you said, it's not a coincidence why are we not having escalated attack on the Catholic Church all over suddenly. And they forget that the Catholic Church controls over 30 million members in this country alone. And Catholic Church don't take attack on them lightly. That solidarity, that oneness is in Catholic Church. And they will get the consequences later during the election. So, in all we are saying, thank you for all you are pushing, and we keep pushing. Today, not only Tinubu, Yahaya Bello successfully is a candidate, and Nigerians are not talking about it. Oh. EFCC has forgotten his case. So it's as if the whole thing, like, may God deliver us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Manager. Thank you very much. What we are seeing right now in our country is totally an anomaly. It is insanity what Nigeria is passing through right now, honestly speaking. Because I'm asking myself a question like, who will tell this man the truth and he will accept that is the truth? Who will tell Tinubu the truth and he will accept that is the truth they are telling him? But when you're a criminal, there's nothing to Tinubu that is fact. This is a criminal. Everything around him are criminals. People around this. You must be a criminal to be around the man. He rose to the apex in criminality. So there is you telling an abnormal person to start thinking normally is at this age. It's not possible. You can't. They say they can't teach an old fox new tricks. It's insanity what I found. I'm like. Do these guys think that them coming to tell them the truth is a bad thing to them? Why can any leader should be open to criticisms? The moment whereby, and the painful thing is that this useless man in Aso Rock used to be one of the loudest critics of government when he was out of government. He had everything to say to other leaders. He had every hard word to call other people. He knew how to drag other past presidents. And he has gotten there. He don't want to be criticized. He don't want them to call him out. He don't want them to what nonsense are we seeing? Apparently, he's even an illiterate. No primary school, no secondary school. All of a sudden, he has a university degree. Kai. No. That's anybody where Tinubu do that juju for. That any native doctor, that person go die. You know, go better for that native doctor. Any person will make Tinubu do that, we make a sizable, well, I'm saying, I say all the time, that my happiness is that 90% of people that have been defending him are only from his region. That's my only happiness. And even the people that are calling him out are also from his region. The sensible ones in the Southwest are the ones standing on business. PFN Bishop OK have come out to speak today also. They are coming out and standing on business. Everybody is not a deboye. They don't need your tithe. They don't need your offerings. They don't need your 1 billion special tithe. No, they don't need it. They will tell you the truth whether you like it or not. Because as long as you have chosen that you want to be a leader of a country, you must be open to listening to the voices of dissenters. You must be open to listening to the voice of the opposition. That's why when Peter Obi or all the opposition leaders say something, all they do is to attack. You will never take a feedback of what they're telling you and go and work on it and improve. What sort of stupid people are these? Any sensible person, if somebody is telling that you're doing something bad, the sensible thing you do is to go back and think and say, what this guy is saying is true. Let me get better. It's even for my own good that you criticize me. If there are things I'm not doing here, you say, Sirdam, the way they host this show. I was on this show. Taco came up here last week. I have a how do I do it now? I have a template on how I host my TikTok lives. The first 10-20 minutes, I play music. Right? I'm always playing music for the first 10-20 minutes. And Taco came up here and said, no, Sirdam says, see, it's best when you come out here, you start the show immediately. That anybody that is doing something that people come and profile for you a solution to get you better, and you don't take it in and digest it and probably implement it and see if it's even workable, you cannot grow. You cannot build a business. You cannot build a country. Tinubu has no business that he has built all his life than criminality. You can't point anything and say, oh, this is Tinubu's group of companies that he built in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s. What business did this man build? He does not know how to build anything. Only corruption. Government patronage, looting. That is the only thing he's good at. So when you come out and tell him real things, he's like, it's always like you're attacking him. Okay, you're a disaster. A country cannot move from 87 million people in multi-dimensional poverty to over 160 something million people in multi-dimensional poverty, and you say that you're working. How are you working? You cannot say you stop paying subsidy and we found out that you're not paying for security and energy expenses. That is more expensive than subsidy times 10. And you say that you're working. How are you working? You say you're doing NEL form. You say, oh, you have provided data for Nigerians to see. Let's see how many students that have gotten this NEL form. Let us see the data. You say, we don't like the president. That's why. Oh, God, show us data. This is 2026. We are not all zombies like your supporters. We are dealing with facts and figures. Show us the data of people that you say you're paying over 1.5 million people every month money. Show us the data. They should have phone numbers. They should be in university. Let us go and search for it. You're hiding it. Because you are all what? Criminals. But some of us are here saying that, no, things must change. Our country must change. And that not all men will bow to you. Pharaoh, you must go in 2027. Your cup don't fool Tinubu. There is nothing on earth making Tinubu stay beyond 2027. That rigging want to rig, we swallow him. That rigging intends, because that's the only plan he has. Tinubu doesn't have any pathway to the next presidency. He knows. The only thing he's banking on is to rig the next elections. That's why he told them that all is fair in politics. He has announced it on time for us to know that all is fair in politics. But we were telling him, sir, all is fair in politics. Every agenda of rigging, you will see the brute force of Nigerians. We'll be here to remind you guys. Welcome, guys, to the show. Let me bring in Kenna 4. Welcome to the live, please. Please, you have 5 minutes. Meanwhile, please, guys, let's keep our tapping the live, please. Please keep our tapping the live and sharing the live. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for bringing me up, and thanks for the good job you are doing. The good thing with P2B's team, media team, is that you guys are very sound. I've listened to so many of you. I mean,
sir, I'm not in P2B media team. I'm in Nigeria doing my thing. I'm not in P2B media team, please. Just for the correction of thing, please.
Okay. Yeah. So, but you guys are doing a good job, even though you're not directly with the team. When you're marketing a good product, I mean, you have that conviction. Compared to what these guys are doing. So my submission is that it's difficult when you look around and you see what is happening. How can people be supporting a candidate that emerged in 1999 when his closest rival, Funsho Williams, was killed? Until today, we don't know who was responsible. What we know is that he's the biggest beneficiary of the death of Funsho Williams.
Tinubu people are tracking me.
This is somebody that since 1999 that he ruled Lagos. He's put the coffers of the state in his pocket. He's been controlling the state till today. No other state in Nigeria have we witnessed this kind of thing. This is somebody that he doesn't hide it. Do we know the implication of someone saying that all is fair in politics when the bishops met him? It's just like admitting that was how he won the last election, and that is how he's preparing to win the next election. So I do think that many people believe that if you have a free and fair election, even in Lagos today, he may not even get up to 20% of the votes where he's coming from. So the opposition, they have their work cut out because there is not going to be any election really coming up, because he knows that the only way for him to return is for him to rig the election. So there has to be a strategy to stop him. There is no way. Where will Tinubu win the election in Nigeria? Okay, apart from Southwest, where will he win? And it's really sad that a country like Nigeria, that is like the face of the black race, that we can't have a credible election at this point. It's a shame. And that is one thing that people that know P2B is going to do. If P2B were to be the president of Nigeria, even if it's just for 1 year, elections will begin to count in Nigeria. P2B says it anywhere that the elections you won as governor, they were won credibly and fairly. So we may not want to go into so many other things that P2B will do. And the beauty of democracy is that people are able to elect their own leaderships, their own leaders. Democracy is useless if people cannot elect their leaders. When you have people boasting that all is fair in politics, they are waiting to snatch it and run away with it. I mean, it's so sad. And there's even a question that we should be asking. I am not a legal expert, but legal professionals should. There's a question people should be asking. The man on power has been contesting elections in Nigeria. So they have to go and scrutinize what he had been submitting before in the previous elections. If Tinubu had been submitting certificates, primary school and secondary school certificates, and this time around we don't have primary school and secondary school certificates, then there are bigger questions. What of the ones that he was submitting before? Because he should go and bring it. So if you are submitting those ones, then it means, and he's not submitting it now, then there is a problem somewhere. There is a problem. And, perjury or falsification is falsification. It doesn't matter whether you did it yesterday, you did it before. So, but just like what somebody mentioned, people are looking away, certain things which should not be looked away, but they really have to ask that question, Because if he was submitting those certificates, before then, they have to investigate them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kenneth. Thank you very much. You know, Tinubu submitted when he wanted to run for governor that he went to primary school and went to, is it Government College Ibadan? Before Government College Ibadan was formed, he went to the school. He was ahead of time. He went to the school before the school was formed. Huh? He was ahead of time. You see, if Tinubu was a smart crook, I would respect him. I wouldn't respect him. But the man no get sense. Everything an empty head. Empty. As this is, but this na a born adubo kind of fraud. This kind of alaye, chance me, I chance you. Kind of fraud. As in, it insult the sensibility of millions of educated Nigerians. It pain me to my spirit. It no rate us one bit. Because, like, hi. If you want to cheat, at least you do due diligence. You go check the school, check the age, the date, the time, you go check all these things before you come and say make you deploy this thing. But no, just put it there. I want to encourage everybody. He believes that nobody will check in his usual fashion, or he will always buy his way out in his usual fashion. But unfortunately for him, a generation have come of people that will always ask questions, that refuse to take everything you say hook, line, and sinker. It's unfortunate. Please, guys, somebody, man, gentle friend, I think you should leave the stream and come back. I think I'm audible enough. Please, guys, can anybody confirm my audibility, please, on TikTok, please? Am I audible?
We can hear you very clearly.
All right. Thank you. So please, it's very, very painful when you see the kind of country, when you see great Nigerians, the strides that were. Thank you, guys. I can thank you so much. The strides of Nigerians doing great things abroad, doing great things at home. You see how educated Nigerians can be, how intelligent we can be. Then a Dundee, a riffraff, a man without certificate, a man nobody knows his age, his date, nobody knows anything about this man, is now occupying the #1 position in our country. Nigerians, we have to do better as a people. Let me bring in Mr. Ugo Boss. Are you there? If you're not here, I have to drop you right now.
Yeah, let me say just something in 1 minute. Nigerians must be very, very, very embarrassed. Before now, it was Buhari, 8 years, they were dragging primary school and secondary school certificate. Buhari. Today, you have Tinubu, and you are dragging secondary school and primary school certificate. For a country like Nigeria, representative of the black race, it is very, very, very embarrassing.
I swear.
Very embarrassing.
If this was 1940 something, or 1930, or 1980, where internet no day, where shame, we don't feel open our shame in public. We don't say on newspaper. But now the internet generation, somebody in Vietnam, somebody in Hong Kong, in Afghanistan is seeing the same thing, that the president of Nigeria does not have primary or secondary school certificates, and that his university degree is fake. And this country has 200 something million people. I refuse to toe that line. If the whole Nigerians choose to be stupid and fall for this, I refuse. If I'm the only person, I remain the only person. Mr. Man, please come into the line. You have 5 minutes, please.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. All those who have spoken, you have spoken well. I continue to repeat, like I always say, that 2027 is too far. Yes. It is obvious for everyone to see now that the man who is representing the most populous black nation is a fraud. With the CV that Tinubu submitted to INEC, you cannot even get a mega job, a security job at an eatery with that CV. And that is the person who is leading the most populous black nation. I think something is wrong with the citizens of the most populous black nation. Our screws are missing in our heads. There's something wrong with us. Because I expected by now, every Nigerians would have flooded every INEC office in Nigeria and demanded for the disqualification of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not supposed to be on the ballot in 2027. He is not qualified to even be on the ballot for a local government chairman, talk more of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. How we intend to get him, to kick him out of Aso Rock is up to us, we the citizens. We have been talking for too long. And like I always say, the cheapest commodity in the market is still talk. Action speaks louder than words. Now is the time for action. We need to come together and unite and fight for our rights. Many of us, if we had this same CV that this man submitted to INEC, many of us would not have been gainfully employed in any organization in Nigeria. But for some reason, we are overlooking the person who is supposed to be the number one man, the highest office in the land, is being led by a fraud, a man who forfeited $460,000 in 1993, which was said to be proceeds of narcotics. A gangster. Yes, that is the person who is our president, and we are wondering why our lives are at risk, and we are wondering why our children are being kidnapped every day, and we are wondering why the churches are being set ablaze, and men of God, children, congregation, people, women and children are being unalived, are being raped every day in our nation. We are wondering how, or we are wondering why. It is not far-fetched. When you cannot have criminals and terrorists as your leaders and you expect prosperity, it is not possible. No matter how much fasting and prayer we do, it will never work. Yes. This man is a packaged fraud. And for those who are still supporting this man, well, I wish you whatever Nigerians are going through presently. Yes, Nigeria must happen to each and every one of you, especially those of you who have left the shores of Nigeria for greener pastures and are still supporting evil and failure from a foreign land, a land where things are working, where normal human beings are living, and then you stay there and then you support evil all the way from foreign lands. It shall never be well with all of you. I'm talking to especially those who claim to be progressives, who say they are from the same tribe or religion with this man, this fraud, this packaged fraud, who we call Mr. President. Well, he's not my president. As he can be any other person, he can be you people's president in Nigeria. But as for me, my president is Peter Gregory Obi. That is the man I'm voting for. That is the man I voted for, and that is the man that I believe can change Nigeria and put us on the right trajectory. Not this packaged fraud. Well, Nigerians, it is up to us. Whenever we decide that enough is enough, definitely enough will be enough. We cannot continue to live as slaves in our fatherland. We cannot continue to live in bondage. We need to wake up and take our destinies in our hand. Nobody is coming to save us. If we do not unite and save ourselves, well, our children will continue to be slaves to the children of these politicians who have stolen our future, our past, and our present. Our lives are all at risk in Nigeria. Yet, every day, we come here and we talk and talk and talk. Thank you, Mr. Emir Sirdam, and God bless you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Let's put the mic on. Meanwhile, please, guys, just keep tapping the live. I just hope we can hit our targets tonight. Just keep it up, keep it going for now. Ugo Bros, I've called you like a million times. I don't know if you're here. I might have to drop you right now. But meanwhile, please, I see.
I'm so sorry, I'm here.
Okay, so just hold up for me, please. I see people. Please on Facebook. For now, we cannot allow people on Facebook speak. Please. I have been saying this for so long. I'm going to see how I can automate the system so that hopefully before campaign start this month, right? So hopefully as things get heated up, I will have to open up the floor so that other people from other platforms can join us and speak. For now, this is actually a TikTok show. I'm just streaming it across other platforms so that you guys can also hear that there are sensible Nigerians on TikTok Nigeria. So when you're hearing TikTok, most times when people hear TikTok Nigeria, it's always about crazy things happening, right? So we are trying to build a community on TikTok Nigeria whereby we can have political sensible conversations for people to join, right? So that's what we're trying to build here. So if you really want to speak, you can join us on TikTok at the Emir Sirdam Show to get the mic and speak. But if not, you can just stay wherever you are and keep enjoying the show. But what you can do for us to help us grow the platform across your own platform you're listening to us right now from is to please share the live. If you're on Facebook, please share the live to your stories, share it to your page or something. Just invite people. If you're on X, please repost the live, retweet the live, quote the live. Just let's get more people in the conversation. If you're on YouTube, the same thing, share also, guys. And my people on TikTok, please. You guys are not power tapping this live for me. I need you guys to power tap the live for me. Please, everybody join the power tapping chain right now. Let's power tap the live as much as possible. I need every hand on deck right now. Please, everybody get to your power tapping ring right now. Power tap this live like your hands depends on it, because that's actually what you can do to help us push this live to the next level. When I talk about power tapping the live, it's not because of anything special. It's just because all you can do is to help us grow this live. We started this live at League C, and now we're down to the League D. So we have a whole lot of work to do to go back up to the C level, right? So please, every one of you listening to the live, please power tap the live. Tap. Those are new on TikTok, because I know I brought people to TikTok. I don't understand what they mean by power tapping. It means that you can use two of your fingers and be hitting your screen as many times as possible. That's how you can help us grow this live. Thank you so much. And I say this all the time for my platform here. It's a Pan-African platform, Pan-Nigerian platform. I don't care where you stay on the end of the conversation, as long as you're Nigerian and you know that if you're not going to lie, come up here and you speak. You come and speak your truth, right? And that's for the faceless supporters of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that always come to my life. And I saw people are tracking me. Why are people tracking me now? I'm not hiding my face. My face is open. My system not to just send they're tracking you. There's no point. All these are not important. Whether you like it or not, I will drag Tinubu, track me, reach Tinubu front, take me to the front of Tinubu tomorrow. I'll tell him you are a disaster to his face. He says Bishop Cardinal and John Oneyikon said it. You are a failure. I'll say it to your face. You are an illiterate. You don't go to school. Thank God his spokesperson is here. I want to really understand how you went to primary school as a Nigerian. You went to secondary school as a Nigerian. You went to university as a Nigerian. They were supporting the man that did not go to primary school. He did not go to university. And not that he did not go to primary school, he actually lied previously that he went to primary school. He went to secondary school. How do people do this thing? I really want to know. But well, my brother, welcome to the show, guys. Let's open up the floor. Let's keep the conversation going. Thank you so much, Mr. Man. I'll second the mic. Taco, are you there right now? Do you want to speak right now, or do I pass the mic to Ugo Boss, please?
I'm here.
So Taco, just take it a pause. Just pause for me. Let Ugo Boss go next, and I'll come to you after. Thank you. All right, Ugo Boss, you have the mic in 5 minutes, please. Please, you can unmute your mic. Sorry for muting you, please. That was a mistake.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're very audible. Shoot, please.
Okay. I'm going to use Mr. Man as an example right now, because he actually made a statement that actually buttresses my point here. I hope you guys give me just 1 second to actually build this point. Mr. Man actually stated a security man will not get a job at an eatery with the result Tinubu submitted to INEC. This was what he actually submitted. That touched me in a little bit. And the reason why it touched me is because that's the whole point. We're having a conversation about something that is highly relevant in normal climes, but irrelevant in our own society as we speak. The reason why I'm actually stating this is you throw a meat to the lion that is hungry for change. The lion is going to focus on that small meat that you actually put, rather than thinking about, this is not where I'm supposed to be in. I am not supposed to be captive in this enclosure, but you throw me this particular issue, and this is what I'm going to do to you guys consistently. It's a distraction. The distraction is always going to be there. Do you think Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not actually realize that, oh, I'm not going to put this, I'm not going to put that? Let them be talking about something else, right? Let them talk about that particular issue that will distract them from the actual purpose, which is holding him to account. We're just talking about what he did or what he didn't do, whether he's the president or not the president, whether he has this qualification or doesn't have that qualification. It's irrelevant. The Constitution says that at least you have the minimum qualification for you to actually run is age and minimum aspect of degree or whatever, the educational qualification that you get. He didn't say you have to be graduate, you be a graduate, right? But we find ourselves eating this red meat as a distraction, rather than focusing on the fact that this man has actually committed issues to our to Nigeria that we can actually piece and draw systematic conclusions, as in we can create PowerPoints on this particular issues. This is the reason why this man is not supposed to be there. I don't want to fall for that folly. Emir Sirdam, you did a wonderful job explaining the whole issue. That is great. We did that with Buhari, God knows, all his 8 years. He didn't do anything. You do it with Buhari now, with Tinubu now, it will just come out to a lot of people making noise and all that stuff. And a lot of people now, with the main supporters, will still support this man and still create a lot of unnecessary distractions. I'll give you a point. I spoke to somebody yesterday. Hey, do you understand that this guy did not fill out this particular thing properly, or he chose not to ignore it? Which I know. All I know is the guy we are supposed to vote, and which I vote. You've not changed that particular person's philosophy, even though he's suffering in penury. The question now is, a lot of red meat will be strewn out there. What are we actually settling down to say we're going to focus? That's the meat. That's the actual meat I want to handle. Tinubu has been a failure. Tinubu, the Nigerian people are actually suffering immensely to a point of no return. Data shows it. Empirical evidence actually shows all this stuff. Why are we focusing on the small red meat that was actually thrown deliberately by his own people? So that we can gnaw on it and gnaw on it and gnaw on it. Meanwhile, they're breaking on the other side of the fence to get into the house. It's like the freaking Trojan horse. It makes to me, it's a distraction. It makes no sense. We shouldn't fall for it. We should keep doing what you have been doing systematically and consistently all through on a daily basis in your program, highlighting the issues of why this guy is not the right person and focusing on that particular point and hitting that point instantly every single time. This guy is a failure. This guy is a failure. At some point in time, if there's a chorus of this guy is a failure, it sounds like a mighty bell that is ringing in the middle of the bridge, and everybody is hearing. Okay. That's the only when I was listening to what you were saying, everything's on point. I'm not saying every other thing that every contributor has not said is not correct, but I'm just saying is, why are we talking about this?
Okay, let me
go back to the original thing. I'm the guy. Sorry. Now mute.
Okay, sorry, please. If you look up at my topic today is actually Bats versus the church, right? And I'm actually concentrating on what is the state of the nation vis-a-vis current affairs, things that are happening in the country as we speak right now. So whether they throw debate at us, elections is not tomorrow. It has to be established in the subconscious of Nigerians, and for all the people that for so long have defended this criminal, that he went to school, he has a primary school certificate, he has a secondary certificate. Let it be known. That is why most times when we do these things, I understand the angle you're coming from, right? But it's important this is established. Let it be known. And I don't have a problem.
It's also somebody that was not convicted, but it's something about his own person or something attributed to him was convicted for whatever drug offense and all that issue. Something was actually seized.
No, what
before the election happened.
What I'm saying, I'm coming, please. I listen to you, so please try and listen also, right? I want you to understand how information goes or how information flows, as the case may be. It is on record that prior to the last elections, Bola Tinubu, when they were questioning him, and even when they went to court, they said it's a pre-election matter about his certificate. His certificate is enough ground to take him out. But we're not focused on taking him out because there's an election to come. But it is important to establish it for his dim-wit supporters that always come out to defend him every time they come out. Like some of them are here now. That Tinubu no go school for primary and secondary school. It's a fact. Now, if I ask Archangel, is it true? You will say yes. Let's establish these facts. So it is, for me, it is not a conversation. You cannot tell me that having a conversation for a day, even for a week, is a problem. It's not a problem. As long as we are focused on still driving our message of Tinubu is a disaster, it is all in line of showing that he's a disaster. That actually, the person that is occupying the most important position in our country has no certificate. It is not normal for me. I'm never gonna say, let me just keep it out and act like, oh no. It's an important conversation that we should have. I will not sweep it under the carpet because it is them that threw it for us. If they threw it for us, I will chew it and I will still walk and do other things. I just want you to understand because I don't want.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear from you. But I will cede that point to you. And I'll also raise another point. The point is, do you know that, or I don't know if every other person that is on this live here, most Nigerians might not know, the aspect of FCT has not been clear. Do you know that? The aspect, as far as the Constitution is concerned.
No, FCT right now is a state.
No, that's what I'm saying. It has not been cured.
From what APC did, from what the Supreme Court passed as a verdict in the last presidential tribunal, FCT is not a state. That's what it is. So there's
the Constitution does not agree. It does not. As the Constitution
we are not dealing with, when it comes to the issues of court. There's what they call precedents. A precedent has been set already that FCT is now a state when it comes to election matters. It is no longer a standalone municipal or region. It is now a state where you're counting votes. That's what it means. So we're not going to expect that it changes overnight in 2027. Because
technically you're correct. But all I'm saying to you, everybody, look, the last time you gave me the opportunity to speak, I was very vocal about my stance on this particular presidency.
Please, please, go bossman. I want to say this, right? Please, when you come on my platform, right, I implore you, please. I don't like misdirected conversations. I beg of you. If you come on my platform and you're not enjoying the conversation, what we're saying, you can just leave it today. You hear what you are saying. Today we're discussing on Tinubu's certificate and Tinubu's attack on the church, the Catholic Church. That's what my topic today. So if you don't enjoy that conversation, you can just sit back and you can even log out and come back the next day. Then maybe when we're talking about what you want to hear, you will join. so that I don't end up you're taking me out of my train of thought, what I prepare for the show right now, and I'm not enjoying it. Please, so if you see,
I'm gonna stick to the point. The only reason why I just mentioned some things, but I'm gonna stick to the point. I apologize for the confusion in that aspect, but it hurts me. When I say it hurts me that anybody that we still have this man as the president of our state, of our nation states, of our great nation states that we're all supposed to be beloved to, right? That we're supposed to hold our allegiance to, and which by law we are supposed to. You understand? But it's difficult when you don't agree with some certain particular things that are actually going on. Cardinal Nikon actually went on, and not just Cardinal Nikon. For some reason, he's being single-handedly pointed at, but it was actually the whole Catholic body of the federation in Nigeria, right? The Nigerian state, and they basically saw this person the same thing. If they don't like something, they are going to say it collectively with one voice. They did it to him. He didn't like it. He loved it when they did it to Goodluck during that whole period for them to actually get on board. He loved it when we were talking to even Obasanjo actually faced that criticism. And if people don't seem to understand, there was even a time that it was actually they actually mentioned some things about this particular as far as the nation state and the governance of the nation state during Abacha's time. If people forget that there was a time that Abacha was they were trying to get John Paul to actually come to Nigeria. They were trying to get no, I'm just trying to tell you that there have been certain things in this particular situations that have been happening in this way. They have been consistent in their messaging. As in, if it doesn't work, according to the Catholic doctrine, you're supposed to actually do no harm to your fellow human being. Be there. To assist at all particular points in time, right? That is exactly their whole message, and that's what they've been trying to preach, and that's what they've been trying to say all this time. It doesn't go away from the doctrine whatsoever. They see something that is wrong, they've actually called it out. They are calling it out, not in absentia, not from one corner. They are going to that particular person and saying it to their face. It's not the first time. Right? It has happened before. The only difference is the hypocrisy of how they actually switched it. 1 minute it was performance. People were clapping. This is what Cardinal Nikon is supposed to say. Yes, he's the prince. Because all cardinals are prince of the Pope. Right? As a Catholic. But now that he has said the same thing again to this particular government now, he's now being vilified on that particular issue. I totally agree with it. My only thing I just wanted to just say that, apart from every single thing everybody has said is wonderful, and I accept every single thing. But the thing is, please let's not lose focus and start gnawing on the meat. That's the red meat is the thing that is always a distraction.
All right.
That's all I need to say.
All right.
That's all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, Takoro, let me bring you into the conversation right now. Meanwhile, please, guys, you guys are really falling my hand. What's happening, guys? Where are my people in this room tonight? Why are you guys not power tapping the live, guys? Please let's power tap the live. But I just want to read some headlines. Appointing holy people from your village religion is gross corruption. Cardinal Onayikon hits Tinubu's government. Did you guys hear that headline, please? Headline: appointing holy people from your village religion is gross corruption. Cardinal Onayikon hits Tinubu government. But the difference is that this was not to Tinubu's government, actually. It was Cardinal Onayikon hits Buhari's government. And the date was April 15, 2019. Let me take you guys back again. Onayikon urges Jonathan to summon courage to fight growing corruption. The date was November 20, 2012. There was no Peter Obi in 2012 or in 2019. This is Nigeria for you. And this is exactly what we talk about when we talk about Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a disaster in governance. That he doesn't understand what criticism plays in every government. A man that has consistently called out previous presidents, that have dragged them by their foot, that have called them out, that have visited and told them the hard truth, came to tell you the same thing. But they have to find a way. You know, I say it all the time, Tinubu supporters. Tinubu is smarter than all his supporters. And Tinubu has an IQ of a chicken. So if Tinubu has an IQ of a chicken, remember his supporters have an IQ of maggots. They know they think. Their brain know they function. Because if you can think, and you see a man that consistently have called out previous presidents, then when he came to calling you out, you now turn it to become it's a thing of he's doing partisan politics, he's supporting a candidate. Your brain is not functioning. Because this man have consistently done this in the past. When he did it and he favored against Jonathan, who became president? Buhari. And Tinubu people. Now Tinubu people enter. That time he was good. APC, so let me find one of the most vocal and the most stupid APC person you ever see in this life is one idiot called one dwarf called Omodua. Let me find his tweets that he tweeted that period. Let me find his tweet and I'll read it here for people to see the kind of people that we live with. Let Nigerians they see him in real time. Let me find out that dwarf's tweet for you guys to see. We no be saying I be talking. Let me find out. Can somebody find me that dwarf's tweet? Oh, that dwarf. Okay, exactly. The date is 5th of August. The same August we did like this. So 5th of August 2013. He go snap picture with the man. He said, with one of Nigeria's strongest voices against bad governance, His Eminence John Cardinal Onaikan at the World Economic Forum. He went and snapped picture. Listen to the caption he captioned this man. One of Nigeria's strongest voices against bad governance. So you can see a consistency in a man's behavior that he has been since 2013. This dwarf called him one of the strongest voices against bad governance. He went on another tweet on April of same 2013. Another tweet came out. He said, I believe this tweet was when Cardinal Onaikan was bashing Jonathan. He now said, Cardinal Onaikan speaks for Christians. Khan under Orishefemi speaks for Jonathanians, part of PDP. Today, the same cardinal that is still talking about bad governance, because if there's something that is consistent in Nigeria since 2013 till today, is that bad governance have been persistent. It has not left. It is still with us till today. In fact, it is worse off today than it was worse than it was then. It is not going to be a travesty or a sacrilege that if you call, and that's what many of us are calling out Adeboye and co. Because rightfully so, that Adeboye was calling out Jonathan then, rightfully so. We supported him. It was the right thing to do to call out Jonathan at that point in time. It was the right thing to do to call out Buhari at the point in time. It is the right thing to do today to call out Tinubu, because Tinubu is worse off than this man. If you now come and see Tinubu and you now come and change your mouth, you were never called by God. Or actually, you were called by God, but you have lost your calling. You're now serving men. And when you serve men, it's important the men that are alive, that still have a voice, come out and say no. And that is why Cardinal Onaikan is, in my opinion, he's the greatest Nigerian ever. God bless that man. God bless that man. Let me bring in Taco. Taco, welcome to the live. Good evening. You have 5 minutes, please. Taco, can you hear me?
Sorry, I had my mic on mute. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Just a quick question. If you have tried some of those tips and if they were effective for you.
Yeah, I tried it. I cannot say what is effective or not effective, but I did it today. I did it last time, and I would say yes. I think it is. It is. Just for the fact that I have to go start early.
Because instead of waiting, 10, 20 minutes, and then, some people will come and be going. If you start right away, it makes it easy.
Yeah.
The other thing is, like I said, in the beginning, when you are starting, there's the option to bring people up. There's one where you can bring them up auto. Anybody who requests, he will just come up. until you have all the boxes filled.
Oh,
Then
really?
later on in the show, you can be selective who you want up and who you don't want to come up, because some people don't contribute much. Others, you don't know them. But you've been doing this much longer, so you understand your show better. And please, there's something called a sticker. If you click the sticker and you put the title, it will be like almost like a banner. So when people come in right away, they will know what the topic of the day is.
Really? Can't you see my sticker? Can't you see my topic?
No, I can't see any topic. Oh.
There's something that's, let me put it on my face.
No, I can't see anything. I don't know if others can see it, but me,
Emir Sirdam Show. Can you see what they wrote? Emir Sirdam Show, /church. You can see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, me, I can't.
Taco, put on your glasses. I think you forgot.
No, it's not the glasses.
Taco, everybody can see it. Now you know this, yeah.
Okay, well, maybe there's something in my own settings. Anyway, that's very good.
Let me start your time again. Please go on, please.
But it's very interesting. But honestly, the one thing I would disagree with you, Sirdam, is you are really underestimating Tinubu. And it's never a good thing to underestimate your opponent.
Taco, please don't vex. And sorry, please. In my conversation, I don't know. Well, okay, let me allow you to speak, please. I'll come out after, please. I don't help me. Where did I underestimate you?
Okay, I will help you. Where you are thinking Tinubu brain na chicken. Tinubu is not highly educated guy. He might not be that highly educated. He might not be articulate. He might not be the smartest guy. But I won't lie to you. He understands Nigerian dirty politics more than most of Nigeria's politicians. One thing he also understands is the value of people you hire. I can tell you, even Buhari's 2023 election, if it was not Tinubu, Buhari would not have been in power. He did not only change Buhari's campaign. He didn't do it himself. He didn't go there physically, make any changes. But what he did is he told them, okay, you guys go take care of the North. Southwest, leave it to me. Don't worry about it. He took care of Osibanjo, everything that Osibanjo did to galvanize and motivate the Southwest to vote for Buhari. He was the one who took care of it financially and everything.
Taco. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can do that when you have the kind of money people have. That is not smartness. That is not wisdom. That is not being. When I underestimate Tinubu, I'm doing it rightfully so, based on facts. What Tinubu is doing is giving out money up and down. Anybody can do it. If you have been looting Lagos since 1999 till date, and you want to bring out, what are you saying? Anybody can do what Tinubu is doing. I want you to tell me what Tinubu is doing that nobody can do.
Okay, I want to. It is not that he's doing anything impossible, or there is nothing that he's doing that nobody else can do.
So what are you saying?
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm saying. You can go and spend 10 billion naira without getting results. But he spends money and he knows who he gives money. When Tinubu gives me money, he's not dashing you. He would have already calculated your value. What are you bringing to the table? And he will pay you accordingly. They don't just get up and give you, okay, this one I'll give him 10 million. This one I'll give him 1 million. This one he brings real value. Give him 2 billion. This one is useless. I beg, just give him 10,000 is enough for him. Tinubu values what you bring in, and he will rate you accordingly, and he will pay you accordingly. There are people that will spend more than Tinubu's money, but they want to look. Atiku doesn't have a deficiency in terms of money. Atiku will also spend, but he has not gotten to that office. There is a reason, because it's not only how much you spend; it's the strategy of spending it and how you spend it. These are just the things I'm saying. People should never underestimate Tinubu. If you underestimate him, you will do so at your own peril. But let me talk today about your topic, which is a very interesting one. Again, Tinubu is very strategic. If this was not coming from a Catholic church cardinal, he probably would not would have taken it more seriously. He understands Nigeria's politics. He understands, and sometimes, to be honest with you, it is not even him that understands it, but he surrounds himself with some people who understand it. The Southeast is where the Catholics Church is the strongest. He is not very hopeful. He doesn't even spend that much energy campaigning in the Southeast because he knows this is not a zone that he is going to make a big change for me. Whether I've already lost them and I'm not going to waste a lot of energy. This is a very tough nut to crack for him. So whether a Catholic pastor, a Catholic bishop, or a Catholic cardinal says something, it doesn't bother him. But I guarantee you, if this was a Pentecostal bishop, they would have called him. They would have gone to meet him. You will see delegation go and meet him inside his house, or they would have invited him inside Aso Rock. He has a very, very deep understanding of these things, and he has good advisors, whether people like it or not. But are his advisors advising him in the interest of Tinubu, or are his advisors advising him on the best interests of Nigeria? That's where the real problem is. His advisors Tinubu.
Taco, you see what I do on my platform, right? This is what I do on my platform. I tell you, say on my platform, propaganda no fit fly. Let me play something for you. Please listen. Please just listen. Just listen to this, please.
And preach the gospel to every creature. You see, they were being persecuted. They were told not to preach again. Just like the state of Nigeria, Federal Republic, and they are telling them not to preach in bus. Make all the stadium in Nigeria to become a prison. If we want to enforce that law, we are coming. But we break that law. Our master told us to go into the world and preach the gospel to every creature. You sit somewhere there and you say we shouldn't preach in buses. We will preach in buses. We will preach everywhere because you are evil, making evil decrease. Evil. We will rather obey God than man. That's what our fathers told them in those days. You better tell them. No Pentecostal must listen to that. And the national president, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, I lead over 65 million people. Everybody, go into every taxi, go into every bus, and preach. Let them.
Taco, do you know who is speaking?
No, I don't.
You don't. This is the president of the Pentecostal in Nigeria, Bishop Francis Wale Oke.
Okay, I guarantee you they would have talked to him. Take it from me. I guarantee you.
Arrest us.
My brother, you don't, Taco, see, let me tell you, there are terrains that will match on and that you will not, I will forever tell you that Tinubu don't shit for church. Tinubu don't wear shoe, enter mosque. You don't know you don't understand the implication of what happened over the weekend. If you think that Bishop Cardinal Onoyikan was just speaking for only the Catholics. You don't understand. I will play you. I can play you 3 videos of top Pentecostal pastors, bishops, just this weekend. Top. When I mean top, controlling millions of followers. You see, stop going to APC rooms. You don't understand what's happening. I'm giving you facts. So no, I'm saying this to you so that listen. I'm saying this to you because you said something here that if it was a Pentecostal, the Pentecostals are speaking up now. Maybe you're not listening. Maybe you're listening to this one because we are all pushed. It's a topic, so it's like it's only the no, sir. The whole Christian organization, bar one man. There's only one man that is with Tinubu today as he speaks in the Christian organization. That is openly with him. Only one person. RCCG. Every top Christian organization today as we speak today, over the weekend, Oyedepo, Ibiyomi, even this was where they do they prophesy even football. When today, I don't want to.
Let me tell you something interesting.
You don't understand what's happening, my brother. So please, I'm telling you this, and you don't go on the trajectory of Tinubu. No, it's Catholic. No. It doesn't work that way.
Let me tell you something interesting, which I've never seen on Nigeria's media. When Tinubu went to London, he went during Ramadan. Ramadan is the Muslim fasting month. For the last 150 years, there has never been a Muslim president that will go on a state visit to Britain during Ramadan, there were people in the mosques who came and openly said, is this one a Muslim? Who goes for a state visit? Which leader has ever gone? All those guys, they silenced them, whether by money, whether by threats. But mostly is money. They came and told them, don't speak about him. He's still a Muslim. There are reasons. They kept them quiet, at least the big ones with big voice. So he's very keenly aware of where his electorate is. And honestly, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but like you said, the Pentecostals, part of them might not be with him. But who is the biggest one now? That one is in his pocket.
The biggest one is you see, Taco. When we are talking about dealing with numbers, let's do numbers. Let's do quick numbers.
RCCG, who is bigger than them in the Pentecostal?
Let's do real numbers. How many members does RCCG have in Nigeria? Taco, RCCG have, according to data we're seeing here, about 5 million members.
Okay.
About 5 million members in Nigeria. Globally, they say 5 to 50 million members globally.
No, forget.
Right?
Forget the global.
In Nigeria, 5 million. So if the numbers is 5 million, the Catholic Church has over 38 million members in Nigeria.
Okay, but please.
I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming. Then other Pentecostal churches also have millions of members. Living Faith have millions of members. I don't understand. The numbers that you are banking on, he is still in the lower part. And when we say these 5 million members in RCCG, you're not dealing with 5 million zombies. There are people that think for themselves.
There are zombies for their church because
No. Taco, no. No, Taco, don't. No, I will not insult them. Please don't, please, because there are millions. I have. It's one leadership. Taco, please, can you listen and learn, please, listen and learn. They don't tell them who to vote. Do they know that this man, their guy, is aligning with Tinubu? Yes. Even in the Redeemed Church, there are Redeemed pastors that are also speaking against Tinubu. It's not like the whole 5 million guys vote for Tinubu. Please, let's try and be factual in our conversations, right?
Okay.
Please.
So he has direct access to the villa. The wife of the president works under him. Come on. He has direct access. We saw how critical he was of Jonathan. And this time he's telling us that God has already decided who will win in 2027. The message is make una no worry, and he's increasing the voter apathy that don't worry, this thing has already been decided by God. God already knows who the president is. Why didn't he say that same message earlier on when it was Jonathan? So if someone like him can come out, I guarantee you will be seeing delegations flying up and down to go and cool him down. Baba, what is wrong? But this cardinal, like I told you, the people, his followers, are not that critical as far as Tinubu goes. So I beg, make you know they underestimate Tinubu.
No, there's no. Taco, thank you for your contribution. Right, there's no underestimating Tinubu from my angle. It is me stating the fact that Tinubu, when I say Tinubu has an IQ of a chicken, I mean it 100%. Because you can give any Tom, Dick, and Harry money. And if you give that person money, the person can always use money, to buy people. Nigerians are poor. Nigerians are hungry. Many Nigerians have no value. Many Nigerians will sell their souls.
People have a lack of money. Do you think Atiku has problem of money?
Of course. Now, what do you mean? Do you think? I don't want to. Who do you think sponsored Atiku's last election?
At some point, Tinubu himself participated.
Who do you think sponsored? Who do you think sponsored Atiku's 2019 election?
2019. There were contributions, but most of it came from Atiku.
My brother, I'll leave that thing. I don't want to say something here. Please don't even go there. Atiku does not have money.
Make you talk.
No. It's a conversation for another day. Atiku does not have that money that people think he has. So please, don't get it twisted. Atiku has actually even Buhari made sure they destroy Atiku's hold to finance in the country. Up to his intel, he has sold his intel. Do you know?
Yes, but do you know how much investments he has even outside Nigeria?
My brother, investment. What investment? Houses and properties in Dubai. Real estate. How many of those real estate turn to real cash? Having properties doesn't qualify to solid money.
Okay. He doesn't only have property in Dubai. I have a cousin who bought property from a real estate company that is affiliated with Atiku.
Real estate money is not raw money. That's what you have to understand. Real estate money is not election money. It's not cash flow. It's not. You cannot tell Atiku now say Atiku now bring out 50 billion for election. Atiku will get that money for where? Atiku have always been surviving on structures. See, Taco, leave it like that, please. Just leave it like that. I don't want us to go further. I don't want to change this conversation to what we're discussing today about Bola Tinubu. When it comes to liquid cash, when it comes to liquid cash, there is nobody in Africa that can compete with Bola Tinubu. Liquid cash, raw cash, money for hand. Tinubu get money pass Dangote 5 times. He did raw cash, he did for hand. So with such a person, I cannot use that kind of person and you tell me that person has sense because he has money. He can buy anybody, he can pay for anything.
We saw bullions now during 2023 now.
Exactly. That's who he is. He has money. The man he has bastard money to waste. He has bastard money to spend. Do you know how much he generates in IGR? Why do you think that he employed Egbon Adubos across Lagos collecting daily tax? Is this that money they end for bank? Then they go pay remittance. Leave Tinubu and money. If for money, leave Tinubu get money. Leave him for there.
I will talk just for 30 seconds about this tax. There was a very interesting debate yesterday about Alpha Beta and Tinubu and how Tinubu was milking Alpha Beta. Some of these Tinubu supporters that are here will continue that debate with Cliff, Creative, Zaza, and a couple of these APC guys because it's a very important discussion to have. It's not only that tax money, it continues to flow to Tinubu. It's the fact that that same model now is being exported to other states, but none of them is as lucrative as the deal in Lagos. Do you know the name of the governor of Delta? I forgot his name. Delta State Governor.
Sheriff.
Delta State, with just 6 employees, have been able to increase their ITR by 250% because they digitize it themselves. They didn't bring any outside consultancy. They didn't bring any outside company to pay. This 10% that Lagos State is paying every year, they pay it to Alpha Beta. Delta State is able to do it with about 6 employees. That is it. Just make a system, digitize it, and you own the system. You don't need to be paying anybody this 10%. And this is how Tinubu functions. They have the control of some of the states and continue to siphon the money. Yes, he has increased the Lagos revenue, but he has them by the neck. Every year they will pay him. In fact, they are not paying him. Alpha Beta will collect the money. Then Alpha Beta will give the money to Lagos State. And they have that contract for life. And this is inside their contract. They are the sole vendor. Only them are allowed to collect Lagos revenue. But like I told you, we will continue this discussion. And Archangel, you are here. Mekuna, come tell us how that one was possible.
All right. Thank you very much, Taco. Thank you, guys. Meanwhile, please, guys,
Thank you, Sirdam.
Thank you very much, Oga. Please, guys, keep on tapping the live, please. What my like us now? What thing happen for this time? Make I end this show, baby. I know this serious today. Let me end the live. What's happening here? You guys are just watching us. We just talk. Not even show us love for the platform tonight. Please power tap the live, guys. It is free. It doesn't cost you anything to power tap the live. Just means just consistently hitting up your like buttons, and so we can have the conversation flowing, please. Thank you so much. All right, let me pass the mic to, I think, in which order? Mr. Light. Mr. Light. Sorry, I just want to make a roll call so I don't miss it. Mr. Light, then Archangel, then Maggie, then Omo Egba, then Lucy in that order. Mr. Light, you have the line 5 minutes, please.
All right. Good morning from here, my host, and the panelists, and everybody on FYP. Good morning, everybody. Tinubu, President Tinubu versus Church. Wow. I like the fact that the people go as rock. They go, although I'm not really too interested to watch a video, because when it comes to religious and politics, according to my great legend in my state, Edo State, Majefa Sheikh, he made us know that religious na politics. Now we don't know, that's the trick they play. Some will come as Muslim, some will come as Christian, while some will come as Juju Salva. But all of them just they agree saying that one God they exist. So really, somebody like me, even if they go do a comedy for Aso Rock, both pastor, imam, and Juju Salva, it's not really too concern me, shall. Although as they go there, maybe they have a reason of going there, because whether you be Juju Salva now, you be pastor, Tinubu don't fail all of us to the extent, in fact, it's like a child that failed the school to the extent they will need to write a parent say, my brother, try to remove this child for this school. You know, you're not supposed to go school again. Imagine you just check the results, new and BSc. For my life, I think they are oppressing my mother, our mothers, people that did not go to school. Everybody should just go for this. I wish they never do primary election. Everybody for just contest for this election. Both farmers who never entered school before, look for a certificate, I put ni. Then the other one, I put BSc, nowhere to be found. What is BSc? Without attending a certain school. So Tinubu not really, you know, even wants to be a counselor. Now me talking, that's my whole opinion, and I have a right to my opinion. I don't think I offend him because of his results. So Tinubu not be waiting, we go even the discourse. It just now money misroad, now it be. Because the last time, all the prophecy, when we believe, or people when Nigeria believe, because Nigeria there's a big good church here. And church many pass people when we did this country. Now so prophet many, pastor many, I not just believe them, no need. The way when I not believe Tinubu, the way when Tinubu they fail us, now so pastor, imam, even the traditional rulers and the juju servants they fail us. If I were to, if you want me to open my camera, I would open my camera, make the record me say, now me talk, I did my house, I know wrong. I did Nigeria, I not go wrong. Because all of them, they don't fail us. The only advice I give to people these days, say, please, I have never seen a nation where religion, that is your own personal belief, Belief does not even exist. It's not a thing. It's what you don't even see. You just believe it and have faith in it. That is religious to anybody. I've never seen a country now religious they govern. Now law now they stand country. I never see where they allocate money give church for a country that work. So all these things we just see now rubbish. This is election. Tinubu and a counterpart APC against Nigeria. We cannot be religious in this matter. We cannot wait for God to come and rule this country. God never ruled one country since I was born. And I never see God before. I won't believe anybody that don't even tell me, say, God say, God not say, if he talk at me, he talk at for my ear, I get my ear, not be deaf. So we are not going to believe on any religious. Let everybody come to win your God first and vote. And let your vote count.
Thank you.
So that's my submission, bro.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me pass the mic. Guys, please, while we're up on the topic tonight, please, I just have to indulge you guys to power tap the live. Let's keep pushing the live as much as we can to the top of the hour. I see you, Prof, in the building. Welcome. Okay. This is the time for disclaimer. Archangel, please unmute your mic. I want to ask a couple of questions before your submission starts, please.
Right.
Archangel.
Thank you, my brother Sirdam.
No, thank you, my brother. Too. Archangel, you go primary school?
Yes. I attended former primary school. A former primary school. I attended a former primary school.
Please, which one is a former primary school, please?
Yes, Tinubu attended informal primary school and informal
school.
secondary
Archangel, I asked you a question now. I never asked you anything about Tinubu. I just asked you a question. You go primary school?
Yes, I attended a former primary school.
What primary school was the name?
No, I can't disclose my primary school on public space, yeah.
But why do you can't? Is it also a hidden secret like Tinubu's own?
Okay, let me tell you.
No, but there are millions that probably a million people are passing that primary school so why are you hiding it? What's there? I went to Corona primary school. So why it's not something you should hide?
So you attended a private. So I attended a public secondary school, the name of my primary school rather. No, I attended a private primary school. The name is Vintage Nursery and Primary School. So, and then secondary school, I attended Methodist High School.
You go school now.
So these are formal schools.
So yeah. if you want contest for councillor now, we know say Archangel we'll go and verify. We'll still go verify because the man will we don't learn new things. So Archangel, your man is support. He said he went to informal school. That is, he goes school for night as a bat. Have you?
No, informal school means homeschooling as part of informal school. You know, a kind of schooling that is not in formal building, like a school had the name. So people in those years, during Tinubu era, people homeschooled. A lot of them homeschooled. So it's not a new thing.
Archangel, when Tinubu was coming out for governor in Lagos State, are you aware that he said he went to government college Ibadan?
Tinubu didn't say that.
He submitted to INEC, which is on public record. That
it was someone who wrote it and submitted, and the person stood and took the blame for it.
Wait. Oh God. APC. Archangel.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You want to contest for governor? You will give somebody. You say what?
I said by God's grace in the nearest future, I may possibly contest for governorship.
So your form that you will fill, your form EC8 that you will fill, I mean from 18 the corner form, to put your own data, your date of birth, your age, school, you enter, somebody you give somebody to write it for you. EC9, tell it so from EC9.
Yes. You know, as a candidate, we have a lot of
Archangel, just answer me. You wait now, wait. You want to vie for the governor, that you understand that perjury, that your forms will be checked to the letter. Then you give it to, you outsource it to someone that does not know you to fill it for you, right?
No, people can help you as party member to fill it up, thinking they know you better, and they went to submit.
No, wait now. Let's Archangel, wait. I want us to really follow it in like let's follow it like children when we go to school. I want to break this down for the most dumb APC supporter that is listening to us right now to understand this. So Tinubu, I want to follow your own conversation. Please unmute your mic. Let's talk. Please unmute your mic, my brother.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
So you said that somebody wrote it for Bola Tinubu, right?
Yeah, somebody wrote it. One guy like that. What's his name? Let me even look for his name.
Okay.
I think he's a senator now.
Oh, a current senator.
No, then he was not a senator, but he wrote it and he took responsibility for
exactly.
it.
So he
even went to jail. Also.
He's a current senator now.
But maybe he had his way. His people in the community, his constituents, they love him.
Okay.
And they vote him when he contested.
So let's.
The community people voted him.
Okay, now let's now follow your thought process, right? So the man fought for Tinubu his primary school. So while he was filling the form for Tinubu, please unmute your mic, please. Ojomo, please don't mute, please.
No, I'm with you.
Not you, please.
Okay, all right.
So while he was filling the form for Bola Tinubu, Ojodomo, please mute your mic, please. So while he was filling the form for Bola Tinubu, he filled Tinubu's name, age, date, primary school, secondary school, without asking Tinubu which school did you go to. He now thought for himself. Say, oh, it be like say Tinubu go government college Ibadan abi, come fill am for am abi.
All right, some possible concern that could have happened in that angle may be that he asked somebody who knows Tinubu and that one gave him a misinformation. So he didn't ask Tinubu. The guy did not ask Tinubu. He was trying to, there are a lot of people want to be, they want to do eye service. Oh, I helped Tinubu. I'm the one that went to go and submit this thing to, trying to look for favor. That was what this guy was doing. He just thought it's something he can just write to INEC and they won't verify it and all those things. There are some shenanigans people.
So Archangel now. Yes, exactly now. Then Archangel now. Then the person that you now that you're governor, I now come and go and fill your form for you. You want to be the governor, and you know that you're meant to submit your files and your form to INEC. And somebody does the work for you and go and submit it without your consent. You didn't even bother to ask. You didn't bother to check the form. What does that make of you as a person?
Thank you very much. This is a very good question. That was why Tinubu was a bit furious with the guy. If you write something for me, you should give me to cross-check. You can't just go to INEC and submit. If you write something for me, you should give it to cross-check. Tinubu was furious. Why do you want to dent my image in the public space? Tinubu has stated it. I did homeschooling primary. I did homeschooling secondary. Why would the guy just write? Because the guy thought he can't leave it blank. He just feels something. Tinubu was furious with him.
Please.
So if you want to help somebody, you should ask the person. The mistake he made, he should have asked Tinubu, oh, I feel this thing for Tinubu, will I erase it? I did homeschooling, don't put it there. Leave it blank. I did homeschooling, but you want to do eye service and it put him in trouble.
So why did Tinubu recall his file from INEC and he allowed it to flow for 8 years?
Here is the point I'm making. Tinubu didn't see it, okay? Tinubu will have thought he put in the right thing.
What right thing now? What right thing did he put in?
Okay, this is the right thing. The right thing is name there. I did homeschooling for primary. I did homeschooling for secondary. So you don't have to put anything there. That's why you see that in the recent, this presidential, this thing, you won't see anything. Tinubu left it blank because now Tinubu cross-check. Go and bring it. Like those guys who feed it. Bring it here.
Okay.
What should we do?
Okay, so we can agree that Tinubu did not cross-check the first time.
Yes.
So he was irresponsible.
No, that doesn't make him irresponsible. That makes the guy that did it to him irresponsible. You are not getting it, Sirdam. The guy who is one of the aides working with Tinubu should have showed the principal, not submitting. They just said I've submitted. Tinubu got the right thing.
Akenje, let me see your time, please. Go. I just have to put it for just to see, please.
Okay, thank you very much. So Nigerians, as you can see, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended an informal school for primary and secondary. He was homeschooled before he went to Raleigh College in the US, before he then went to Chicago State University. Then that's why you saw the BSc there, okay? So there are a lot of people who currently are homeschooling in Nigeria as we speak. They are not in formal school. You have this adult school too. They are not formal, okay? They are informal. And when you finish, you don't need to write WAEC. You just write GCE. So with GCE, it doesn't mean you went to one school or the other. Anybody can write GCE. But if you have to write WAEC, it means maybe you finish from a school. Or some people still write WAEC where they do homeschooling by registering in a school to write. But it's usually better because some school won't take you since you didn't join them from maybe SS1 or SS2. So it is better for you to just write GCE, which was what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wrote. He wrote GCE and he passed before going to Raleigh College in the US. So that being said, too, let me quickly use my remaining time to address these bishops, okay, Catholic bishops. You know, what they went to ask of Tinubu, they said Tinubu should return mission schools back to them. Listen to that line. Tinubu should return mission schools back to Catholic Church. Who did it in Anambra State, Peter Obi?
Archangel. No, Archangel.
Give me back my time.
No, the only time I will give you back your time is if you're not lying.
I'm not lying now.
You are. This is a blatant lie. Where did they say that?
Okay, good. All right, go and read Punch.
I'm not reading any punch. Show me video evidence of them saying that. If you don't have any video evidence of that, it's a lie. Anything about from Tinubu's government is lies. I don't believe what you tell to read. Show me their interaction with Tinubu was videotaped. If your government that you support, that we know, a propaganda government, had videos of these people saying that give us back our missionary schools, they will put it out immediately. Where is the video?
All right, good. Now, can you permit me by giving me back my time so that I will use my time judiciously?
No, you lied, so I can't give you back your time.
I can't. How will I lie to you? You know me, I don't lie.
I can't continue. You're wasting more of your time, bro.
During that meeting, such meetings are usually enclosed. Part of it may be viewed, recorded, but the majority part of those meetings are usually a confidential set. How did people know what was discussed in the meeting? Because one of the bishop went to Arise News to start opening his mouth to discuss the entire thing they had in the meeting. And he was disclosing, because he was saying people, there is hardship and the rest, that they are buying Christians and the rest, and there is insecurity in the country. And the president answered and said, I will tell you where this bishop got angry. I will tell you. The President Bola Ahmed Tinubu answered them and said, we are working hard to improve the security in the country. We are doing a lot, and the economy as well is improving, which is evident based on data. Our GDP is up now. So they then said, and President Tinubu now offended them by saying, church, you guys should help your members. Try and contribute to help your members. Stop collecting their... He didn't say this, but I'm just interpreting. More or less like, Catholic Church, they just collect money. They don't really give back, to help the poor, like the people sweeping the compound. They will neglect these people. They won't give them position. Even in Pentecostal church, people who are ushers are neglected. So the president is saying church can as well.
Akenje,
Their members.
Akenje, mute your mic. Mute your mic.
I have time now.
No,
I have time.
Okay, finish your line.
Let me finish my time. So they won't. These churches got that was what infuriated most of them, and they came out and started ranting because they don't want to help their church members. This is wrong. This is why all these Catholic church bishop and all those things, we need to fine-tune, churches. People should stop holding bishops accountable. People can't be hungry in church and you can't be giving them bag of rice. You should give them food. Let your members eat. Give them programs, vocational skill training. Stop collecting. And they're not paying anything to federal government. These are NGOs. These churches don't pay tax. So what do they use the money for? What do they use the money for? That's what the president is trying to say. You too, use the money you've been collecting. Help the poor among you. It got them angry. They started ranting all over the newspaper and the rest. But thank God we'll debunk them. I know my time is up. Right. We'll not allow them to bring
Akenje, see, what I want to say now is based on facts, right? What the Catholic Church has done for Nigeria itself, Tinubu, till Tinubu dies, wake up, die again, wake up, die again, wake up. 5 generations of Tinubu cannot do it. When it comes to education, when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to infrastructure, what the Catholic Church has built in Nigeria, hospitals, schools, the best of schools in Nigeria, prior to private schools coming in, are the missionary churches were owned by the Catholic Church. So when you say, and they don't collect tithes, so maybe is it when you misdirect the comment? Is it when you APC? Why people do this? People that collect tithes are them Adeboye, and then Adeboye they tell people Adeboye will bring 1 billion naira, 1 billion tithes and seed offering. Catholic Church don't do all those nonsense. So you're actually shooting the wrong shot at the wrong people. Those bishops don't have that. They don't collect money for themselves. They don't have house. They don't have wives. They don't get children. They don't get personal hospital or personal school or personal this or personal that. It is not in the doctrine of that sect of religion, the Catholics. It is the Pentecostals that you see that one Pentecostal man can have 5 universities. They don't get private jets. No Catholic bishop fit buy private jets. Even the Pope himself don't get private jets. Fact check me. The Pope does not have a private jet. So this lie where can come put now say nobody help poor. Nobody has helped Nigeria humanitarian services globally than the Catholic Church itself. So when you say what you're saying now, all na lamba, all na heavy life on the pit of hell. They went to tell Tinubu what they told Jonathan. Akenje, I want to ask you one question. Akenje, are you there, please?
Yes, I'm here with you. I'm with you.
Did Archbishop Onayikon visit Jonathan and told Jonathan the same thing he told Tinubu? Yes or no?
I don't know when he visited Jonathan. I don't have the information.
Let me read the headline for you. You know that you see my problem with APC. When I just begin to follow Tinubu for Niash, he carry on the clean floor. Let me find it and read it for you people so you see. Let me find one of the headlines and read for you people. Make una know say una just dey follow this man wey dey deceive una. A man carry his own agenda. They deceive people and people just dey fall for this agenda. Let me read the headline for you. Appointing your people from, and just listen, please guys, listen to this headline. Appointing only people from your village, religion is gross corruption. Cardinal Onayikon hits Tinubu's government. Sorry. Cardinal Onayikon hit Buhari's government. This was April 15th, 2019. Onayikon urges Tinubu to summon courage to fight growing corruption. Sorry. Onayikon urges Jonathan to summon courage to fight growing corruption. November 20th, 2012. One of the most vocal Tinubu supporters today, and this one is not just the most vocal and the most stupid of them all. That is called Omojua. On record, I'm saying it. Had this tweet to say on August 5th of August 2013, he said, he snapped a picture that you guys can see here with Onaikon, and he said, with one of Nigeria's strongest voices against bad governance, His Eminence John Cardinal Onaikon. One of Nigeria's strongest voices against bad governance. So a man has built a character, a persona, a pattern of being a strong voices against bad governance, dating back to over 15, 20 years ago. It didn't start yesterday at Archangel and APC supporters. It didn't start yesterday. It didn't start with Bola Tinubu. He called Abacha out. He called Obasanjo out. He called Jonathan out. He called Buhari out. He has called Tinubu out. And all of these people that he called out never came to do what people are doing now, to come and lie on him and insult him and call him all sorts of names and say he's playing politics when he did it previously. Because he now called the worst of them all today. The disaster that we are seeing today, he called him out. All of a sudden, you people have politicized it. Thank God he's not an Igbo man. Thank God he's a Yoruba man. We know him Papa. We know him Mama. We can trace his roots. Then you are now calling to attack that man for a man that you don't know his name. You don't know his father. You don't know his mother. You don't know his primary school he went to or secondary school he went to. He has openly showed people that I don't go to primary secondary school. He has no history. Even people that were born in 1775 get picture. Because that time black and white picture day. People that were born in the 16th centuries, we have their pictures today. Bola Tinubu that was born in the 19th century has no primary school, has no childhood picture, has no childhood friend, has no adolescent friend or pictures. You know nothing about this man. Then you come and try to destroy the reputation of a man an 80-something-year-old man has built. This man was sent to do his PhD by Ahmadu Bello, his master's. Do you understand when you become a cardinal in the Catholic Church? These people that they read book to the last. They are more educated than professors. Then go school. They spent 10 years in the seminary. How many years you spend as student for university? 4 years. But even the hardest course in the university spent 6 years. Medicine, law. You spent 6 years. This man spent 10 years in that seminary to become what they became. It is not about politics. Everything is not politics. Everything you don't play. When they tell you that you're smelling and you decide to go and spray perfume on your smelling body, you are still smelling. The right thing you do is when they tell you you're smelling is to go and shower. And that's what I was expecting of Bola Tinubu and his gang. But look at the repercussion, look at the ripple effect. Even people that were silent are now speaking up. Bishop Wale, okay, when not the Catholic bishop, don't open mouth. Now, the president of PFN is now speaking. You people don't understand what people have done, but time will tell. You don't understand the ramification of what people have done by attacking this man and his persona. But because you people know, and I think everything are Bass Boss. This is everything are P2B. You people don't know what you have done. And I don't actually shit for church. And when I don't wear shoe, enter mosque. You will find out real quick. Thank you very much, my brother. Let's keep the conversation flowing, guys. Thank you. All right, let me pass the mic right now. I think Maggie, you have the live in 5 minutes, please. Welcome. Can you be audible, please, and put voice to your put energy to your voice, please? I beg you.
1 second.
And please, if you're speaking, please don't use your ear. Please just speak directly to your phone, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're audible. Shoot, please go on. Thank you.
Yeah, so good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. I just wanted to actually talk about 3 things that I've just jotted down, but still on topic. It just crossed my mind that an irony has just occurred, because if you remember before the last election, Tinubu brought out those fake bishops to gaslight Nigerians and then try and win some Christian votes and and all that. And then this time around, we can now see that he can't even fake the outcome of his discussion with the real bishops. So now he's facing real bishops, not the fake ones, and his dirty linen is out there for everyone to see. But I'll just skip to the education stuff from INEC, which, in my own opinion, I don't think that was a good move for them to even bring it out there. If they cannot deal with the situation, they shouldn't have even shown us that. They should have just brought out that candidates and just left it the way it is, because it's just basically telling us that we Nigerians, whatever we think, it doesn't matter to them. They'll just do whatever they like. That's what they just shown us, And from what we can see now, even what they've shown us, you can see there clearly that all the officially debunked resume and things on that resume did not show up there. The Deloitte one was removed because that was debunked officially. The what they call it, the government school in Ibadan, that was also debunked. In fact, that one was automatically debunked because it didn't even exist before he claimed to have gone there. So that one didn't even need any external hands to do that. Then you look at even the one Akinja is even calling, it's not there. I don't even know where Akinja got that from. You're even telling us a lie. It's something that INEC has put out there. You are still lying about it. I don't understand. How can you say he went to Richard Daly College, but it's not there? It's not that official. This is now INEC now. So let's say this is official channels. So that one has been debunked also. That's why he didn't go there. The only thing they could put there was the Chicago one, and the Chicago one is only putting it there because Chicago themselves have refused to tell us the obvious, that is an impersonated what they call it. It was an impersonation case. It's not even just the fact that I went there or didn't go there. That was an impersonation, because we clearly saw in the records there that it is F. That's a female student, and we know Bola Ahmed or whatever his name is not a female. Unless it's an hermaphrodite or something we're not aware of. Other than that, the last bit I wanted to, and this one is very concerning to me, and I'll end there, is I don't know, over the weekend, it's still tied to this education matter, because when they say the head of when they had this adage go again, a fish gets rotten from the head before anywhere else. Is the head that begins the rot. And when you have somebody at the very top that is uneducated, what will happen to the rest of the country? When you have somebody that's a drug baron, what will happen to the rest of the country? You can see drug and everything going on everywhere in the news. But on this education one, this wedding that happened over the weekend, this popular wedding, you can see what happened to people that were going on the convoy to that wedding. Did you see the amount of thugs that came out on the street? The entire street. It looked like something I had to pitch myself. Am I really watching something happen in Nigeria, or am I watching this what's the name of this zombie series we used to watch that time? Walking Dead. The amount of thugs out there, I was like, wow, this clearly shows you the generation of the youths, and some of them, a lot of them were even elderly people, like their 30s, their 40s. It just goes to show you the amount of unemployment, the amount of uneducated people that we have, in our society this day.
Maggie, please, in a minute, please.
Sorry?
In a minute, you could just wrap up your thoughts, please.
Yes. So that's what I wanted to share. So just something, just food for thought to tell us how much we need to get this man out of power, and let's all do the needful.
Thank you.
Let's just do the needful.
Thank you. So honestly speaking, is one of the things I jotted down. Aberu attacks on the rich. I've just skipped my mind to talk about the. I watched that and I was like, my goodness, this is actually Tinubu's Lagos. That is the perfect illustration of Tinubu's Lagos. And if you have always heard me speak, I always tell people that Tinubu's system of government is a government that there must always be poor people. That is his ideology of governance. There must always, at every point in time, be very extremely poor people. Why? Because when they're extremely poor people, they are no longer living, they're just existing, trying to survive. They cannot question governance. Their brains are not functioning to the point whereby they're thinking of how can we question the looting in our country? How can we hold government accountable? They are just trying to survive. How can we eat the next meal? So if you go and look at his house in Bodolon in Lagos, just go to his house in Bodolon in Lagos, you will see able-bodied men day and night. Men with their two hands, they walk. Their two legs, they walk. Their eyes, they see. Their nose, they smell. Their mouth, they talk. Their ears, they hear. They sit down in front of your house. Then they beg for stipends, for peanuts, just to eat. That is how Tinubu, that is how he successfully terraformed Lagos youths. These are children that are at their prime. 20, 30s, their 40s. They are their prime. Tinubu has turned them to drug users, drug abusers, no future, no life. And that's exactly what he wants to. That's why many of us are fighting against him in the national. You can do such nonsense in your Lagos. If Lagosians are choosing to be touts, to be agberos, no wahala. But you cannot transpose that nonsense to the national level, which he's doing right now. So when you think that the economy has been tanking, it's intentional. Tinubu has to make us see how they're sharing rice up and down now. See how they're sharing oil up and down, sharing beans up and down. Because he believes that in the past 3 years he has made the Nigerians poorer. So if you give them rice, 3 cups, throw them bread, their mama go dive bread. After dive bread finish, then he send some of them, give some of them 50K to do akara. If you dive bread, then you go chop akara. Then you now vote him back into power. Just imagine how a man thinks. That's why he told you that before he came, there was poverty. Nigeria have always been hungry. That's what he told the bishops. That they have always been hungry before he came. Because for him, hunger must remain. If there's no hunger, there's no Tinubu. He did not go to school. He doesn't know the value of education. That's the problem of the country today. Welcome, guys. Let me pass the mic right now to Prince Ayinfe. Then I'll bring Prof is here. So Prof, I think, guys, I'm going to break protocol for Prof. I know Prof is teaching, so I'll just probably break protocol for him. So after Prince, I'll come to Prof, then I'll come to Ojodomo, then Omoegba, in that order, please.
Thank you very much, my brother. Can you hear me?
You're audible, sir. You have the line. 5 minutes, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. My brother, I beg to have a little digression. Because as far as your topic is concerned here, firstly, I want to appreciate the Cardinal Onayeke. I've forgotten his name, the Bishop Catholic. At least they've been doing this thing in the last couple of years. Successful administration from Abacha against bad governance. But what was the essence of this criticism since that time? It is to make sure that good governance is instilled in this country. But now the fact remains that every criticism sincere is every criticism in this country is sincere. Why are we criticizing government? We are criticizing government to making sure that good governance is established in this nation. My brother, Nigeria is evolving politically, economically, and of course socially. And the essence of any government, any leadership in any nation, is to making sure that the future of the country is secured. As far as I'm concerned, there is this saying that the end, they say, justify the means. Where are we heading, or where are we headed now? You see, when we compare ourselves with other same climb, other advanced countries, as far as I'm concerned, those countries are our models. We should be making sure that we work towards attaining such level of development those countries are now. You see, my brother, the essence of education, they say, is transformation of mind, acquisition of knowledge and skill to have that change, whether disruptive change, towards prosperity for any nation. So if you acquire education and it does not translate,
go on, please,
translate to prosperity of a nation, definitely your education is nothing to write home about. Now, I don't want to delve into the issue of Tinubu having certificate or no certificate, because we have dealt with it in the last couple of years, about 20 years ago now. We've been saying he went to Ariola or not Ariola. When Buhari came, they said Buhari didn't have school cert. They were able to manipulate it, everything went. But why are we changing leaders? What is the essence of even bringing leaders in? It's to come and rescue Nigerians. It's to come and prepare this future for us. Now, I'm not being partisan. I'm not a partisan. I'm a public servant. But the essence of leadership is to making sure that the country, the future of the nation is secure for us. Personally, I'm not interested in who is there. What I'm interested in, what you want to give to us. That's why I said initially that the ends, they say, justify the means. Go there and do the needful. I was listening to a summit today convened by the Delta State government. So successful speaker there from Yukonjo Wiala, Professor Lulumba, and so many others. What they were saying about this country should be our priority now. How do we make sure that, or how do we make our recommendation to making sure that both economic governance, political governance, and of course, what we call the other governance is established? That's what I'm interested in. Let whoever is there take us to that promised land. About 60 years ago, we became a republic. We became, yes, a republic or a nation. The United States of America became a nation in about 250 years ago. What were they experiencing about when they were 60? Were they experiencing similar thing we're experiencing now? I think what should be our priority now is to making sure that Nigeria have a very stable future. Economic stability in terms of economic indicators. That's what I'm after. You see, I was happy when Delta State was, a lot of things were being realized by Professor Soludo, by Okonjo Iweala, by Professor Lulumba. And their conclusion was that macroeconomic policy in this country is progressing. The situation is progressing. So we must look at this. These are the areas we should be putting our effort into now. Let us forget about those trivialities. I'm not saying we should undermine integrity, but my brother, let us continue to put our effort, our resources into making sure that we make our contribution towards this survival of this nation. That's what we should be looking at. The issue of somebody is not having this or that. It is immaterial to me as far as I'm concerned. When I look at the policies of this country, the reform being carried out by the present government, I have to fall in love with him. Who is not in my church. But when he got there, I see the economic development, the economic policy reform the man is making. My brother, it's better we face the reality and survive it once and for all, instead of prolonging the sovereigns of Nigerians. Nigerians have been sovereign in the last 20, 30 years. Now we want to come out of the wars.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, please, sir. Sorry, sir. Your time is up. But I want to ask you, please, which reforms, please? No, please. I'm enjoying what you're saying, but please, what reforms are Tinubu doing? Please tell us the reforms that you say you're loving.
Yeah, I will speak from the economic point of view.
Yeah.
If anybody says economic reform in this country is not visible to him, we will start from the very hard one the man started with. Nobody could refute the fact that subsidy has been a problem in this country, where those that are very that are very privileged to have access to our common resources have been siphoning all these things. And the man came, he removed that subsidy.
Pause.
My brother,
Pause.
fact,
Pause. Pause.
yes.
Pause. 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 That is a lie.
You say I should, no, you say I should remove. You say I should bring out that. Let me say it now. That is
Pause now.
To the inform I want to mention.
No, I'm giving you time. So I want to be debunking it as you bring them up. Your reforms on subsidy is a lie because Tinubu actually, as we speak right now, is paying 10 times more for subsidy than we were paying before. Facts.
I'm not aware of that.
That's exactly. That's exactly. No, exactly. I'm coming. I'm not trying to educate you. Wait now. Let me help you. Let me help you because you see. When I start my platforms and when I speak about how the danger Tinubu is to Nigerian government or the Nigerian people people like you don't understand. I say this because Tinubu as a person is a man, a persona built on propaganda. Everything about Tinubu is a lie. So let us go to NNP. I want you now to Google now. Use your phone now, sir. Please use your phone now as I'm speaking so you can fact check me in real time and say I'm lying.
Let me listen.
Okay, no, as I'm speaking, fact check me in real time, please. As of NNPC's audit 2024, the audit, they reported that Nigerian government under Bola Ahmed Tinubu is paying 11.3 trillion for security energy expenses. It is called security energy expenses. Meanwhile, when Buhari was president, for 8 years period of Buhari being president, we paid a total amount of 11-point-something trillion naira for subsidy. For 8 years. I'm coming. Let me finish. So
that is fallacious. Go to CBN document and.
What is fallacious, please? Which is fallacious? Which is fallacious? What is fallacious, please? Say what is fallacious, please.
Okay, you are giving us data that is not a CBN journal.
Which of the data is not a CBN data? Which of them?
Those are the reliable source of secondary data.
Which of the data did I give that is fallacious, please?
You said NNPC. I don't know whether that one is a CBN journal.
So I'm coming. What? I want to ask you a question, please. What organization is responsible for subsidy?
Which subsidy? Of course, it is the CBN that will tell us this is.
What organization is responsible for collecting the subsidy funds, sir? Please answer the question. I'm not talking to children. Please. Is what?
As far as I know, from my secondary school, the government banker is CBN. So
what organization does CBN pay subsidy to?
So it is the government. It is the CBN. When CBN pays, that means it will have it in its record.
Who did they pay it to now? Who did they pay it to? I just answer the simple.
That's what I'm saying. They said they pay to NNPC. Simple.
Exactly. So please pause now. Pause. I don't know why you people do this in this. When people support this government, people just blank your mind to contrary views. CBN, no matter what you say about subsidy, they pay it to NNPC. Abi, yes or no?
Right. Go on.
And NNPC releases their end of the year audit. And they said in their audits that Tinubu, in the space of 2 years, has paid for security expenses, energy expenses, to the tune of 11.3 trillion. And you said that I'm giving false news. Am I NNPC?
What is the component of that security fund, energy security you are talking?
Let me now explain it to you now. So listen, you don't know, I'm not teaching you, you don't want to learn. The function of that fund is to make sure God have mercy.
Go ahead, my brother. I'm listening.
Okay, sir.
I said the component of that security energy.
The component of that security energy is the same thing subsidy was doing, which is to bring.
Is that what?
It is exactly the same role subsidy was doing to make fuel affordable and available for Nigerians.
Is that what is written in that?
Oga, read it now. You don't know. I'm telling you. I am telling you now. You that you don't know. You that you don't know now. Me will know. I am telling you. Instead of you to fact check me. You refuse to fact check me. Fact check me.
I rely on a very reliable source of CBN.
So wait. Oga, I'm giving you NNPCL audit. NNPCL audit. I'm giving you facts. This is verifiable fact out there. I'm not coining off. I'm not giving you stats out of my brain. I'm giving you facts from NNPC itself.
Do you know the same NNPC was indicted of social amount of money recently by what do you call it? By Senate of this country. So in essence, NNPC are lying to Nigerians. This is a classic Bola Tinubu method. This is how people do it. Everybody that says anything about the government. Look, the bishop came last weekend, they lied against Tinubu. And everybody, if Tinubu wife come out tomorrow and say Tinubu is a disaster, you come and tell us it's a lie. It's a normal way for you people. You people, this is my problem with the government. I have brought for you now. As an independent person, I've told you now to use your phone and fact check me. You will see articles from. I'm saying that if you are saying the component of that security fund is this and that, you tell me that. And at the same time, I want to remind you that the same NNPC has that record of what do you call it? A certain amount of money, a very bogus amount of money that they could not explain up to the moment. So are you now saying that one is more reliable than what we have in CBN and Bureau of Statistics?
I'm asking you a question. Who is the Minister of Petroleum today?
Of course, everybody is aware of that now.
Who?
That the President of the Federal Republic is the President. The Minister of
So Tinubu is the Minister of Petroleum. Tinubu is the Minister of Petroleum.
That has been the style in the last 2, 3, or 4 dispensation. Now I'm releasing to you.
Tinubu is the Minister of Petroleum. NNPC is under who? NNPC is under who?
It's under him now. I bet does that mean they don't have their independence? It's a commercial arm of the government too.
So as NNPC is under him, Tinubu is paying subsidy with a different name, and you don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe that what is coming out.
It is what they read out to us that we will believe. What CBN give to us that we believe.
Not
I don't believe in propaganda.
Who opened the PFIC account in CBN?
Of course, that is still under investigation. You should know that I can't preempt what will come out of that.
So you can trust the CBN that the government is alleging that a man came and opened his own agency under the federal. I'm coming. You see the criminality of that Tinubu goes way round. If you defend A, I will catch you in B. If you defend B, I will catch you in C. Tinubu, the criminality in this government is too much that I will just be using the same people. You are not trusting CBN, right? And I want to ask you a question. How does the CBN open 30-something account for a fake agency under Bola Tinubu?
That is still under investigation until the final report is out. It will be prejudicial for me to say anything about something that.
So then why are you now judging the one of NNPC that you told us? Is it a final decision? Why are you now casting? Why are you casting aspersion on NNPC's own? Why? Tell us why.
It is in the public glare.
What is in the public glare?
You are aware of the proceeding in the Senate now.
What is the final conclusion of that proceeding? What is the final conclusion of that proceeding?
Yeah, of course, you have not gotten anything out of that. Now.
Okay, wait. So you have not gotten anything out of the NNPC own. Then you can now castigate NNPC as being bad. But the same CBN owner, there's a fraud in it. You said no. Let's wait for court for CBN. But let us judge NNPC. Abi?
Of course, let me show you the point of reference of what you call it of Shomole on that day was that the report from NNPC was this and that, and the similarity between what I'm saying now and what you are claiming that security, energy, or whatever is being paid by this present government. I was now telling you, give us the component of all this. You should and go and fast check. I cannot fast check now. I'll go back to my drawing board after submitting now and write out what I see there. I don't just give what you call it hearsay. I don't believe in propaganda. I don't believe in hearsay here and there on issues that are very sensitive. You see, it is a matter of integrity. I will go back there and just oppose whatever I found there with what I see in CBN record and Bureau of Statistics.
The energy security expenses.
I don't rely on people say this.
The energy security expenses is actually guided under Section 64M of the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA 2021. You can, this is
I can't hear you, please.
the security, the energy security expenses, it is even under NNPC, it is legally backed. It is legal. You can see it. Just fact check it. But the problem with sir, I want to move on, right? No. You use. I have told you already that Tinubu is still paying subsidy because you came out and said Tinubu reforms, and I told you no, Tinubu has not been doing any reform subsidy. Tinubu just changed. No, I'm coming, sir. Please, Tinubu just changed the name of subsidy to security energy expenses. The same thing that subsidy was for, which was to provide. Let me read it. Let me just read it. Let me read it. The total. Let me just read it here. Let me go back. The energy security expenses often listed financial report alongside under recovery is a major financial category used by the NNPC and legally backed by Section 64M of the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA 2021. It listing. It covers costs incurred by NNPC as the nation's supplier of last resort to guarantee nationwide fuel availability. What the fuck is subsidy?
What is it? It should come in a simpler form now. Let us understand.
The simpler form is simple. Subsidy is to the availability providing for Nigerians let it be available for Nigerians. Is that not what subsidy is?
That is not the definition of subsidy.
It's not a subsidy.
And ask for what subsidy is. No, you can go now.
You that say it's not a definition. Tell us what subsidy is now.
Subsidy is not the same thing as cost of making fuel available.
Those
are operational expenses. That's what it means. It's different from subsidy. Subsidy is payment of excess cost incurred by those that imported fuel into this country.
Sir, what is I'm coming. Forget oil subsidy. What is subsidy? What is that term subsidy? What does it mean to what does subsidizing means?
Subsidizing means reducing the cost or offsetting the extra cost borne by a particular importer or somebody that supplies a particular good in order to relieve such a person from incurring excess cost or excess excess cost and relieving the hardship on the masses of the country. That is as simple as that. That is a layman definition. Government is bearing the extra cost that would have been borne by the end users of such goods.
That is the same thing as subsidy.
I don't know. Prof, please.
It's different from operational cost of NNPC.
God.
It's different from operational cost of NNPC. Google it, let us hear. You can just go.
Please. Okay, let me bring in Prof, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Prof, please come in, please.
Let me just submit, please.
No, please. I'll allow you to submit later, please. Let's move on the question, please. All right, okay, please submit, please.
Sorry, sir. Nobody took so that you finished your submission before
somebody has said you should.
Mr. Conquer, please just allow him. Let's allow him, please. Just please submit, please. In a minute, please.
Thank you very much, my brother. You see, the reform I was trying to establish, I said the removal of subsidy, of course, incited a lot of things. There were reaction from economic indicators, particularly what we call inflation. So as of that time, when subsidies was removed, you should know the economy will definitely react to such a removal of subsidy. And as a result, we have inflation to up to about 30% in this country. And it's not even inflation alone. It is what we call stagflation, where we have inflation and unemployment rising at the same time, which is against the norm of inflation alone. So it is called stagflation. But this government was able to, introduce so many, internal mechanism and bringing that back to 15%. That is commendable too. We should look at that too. It's very important. And there are some other economic indicators too we should look at to when it comes to reforms. You could see what we call the next, net external reserve. You know what is happening there too? These are issues. That's an area I'm looking at.
You could see the way the revenue of the country is being strengthened too. You could see that about 90-something% of our revenue was being used to service our loan then. And now what is happening? Less than 60%. So we should look at this thing within a space of 3 years. So these are issues. Economically, we will have to give this government credit. That is my own assertion, my brother. I don't have anything about this government. I'm a public servant, and I'm equally, sharing out of the burden the country is facing. But man, let me tell you, brother, we cannot eat our cake and have it. If we can survive this reform, eventually, if the government is applying the necessary thing to critical infrastructure and some other things, sincerely, why the governors are equally doing their things? Because they are the most major beneficiaries of all these goodies we are seeing in this country today. Yeah, of course, the revenue has increased. It's going to the governors, and no governor is borrowing anything. These are the summary of what we see at the Delta State economic summit today. Even international personality came and gave kudos. Okonja Iweala was there. Professor Soludo was there. Professor Lumumba was equally there. So these are little things I appreciate in this government. I so submit.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Prof. All right, come in, sir. Welcome, sir.
Okay, my brother Prince, maybe not to go far. Like I love your approach, but fellow Nigerian, this is what I'm trying to. There are so many things Prince just said, but I want to debunk one or two quickly. When you say we should not be running after mundane things like certificate and people's behavior and integrity, it doesn't matter. It matters though. When you start a journey, look at people who have gone ahead of you. The reason in the developed society, they pay attention to your integrity. They pay attention to your virtue. They pay attention to your social and criminal life. Especially if you are coming for public office, they know why they are doing that, because those are clear indicators of what you will bring to the public office. You cannot give what you don't have. Now, are you shocked at the level of fakery, the level of leakage in the economy today? Wait for the report of budget in August. The thing what we don't see for July and June is small play. I had the report already. You'll be shocked the level of fake energy that they have pulled out again. The one you saw in July is 8.2 billion for musical equipment in churches, 22 billion to innovate what they call it now, mosque and to renovate royal palaces, and sort of all those things. You see, these are the virtues and symptoms of people around the president. They are doing that in their own scale, and these are the things we are talking about. So now, why is it so important for us to pay attention to his certificate and his past life? These are the reasons. You see, when I looked at one of those people who have sympathy for Tinubu in terms of his educational journey. Get me right now. As a part of for his educational journey, in the sense that I keep saying it, Oga, if you went to informal school, the way Archangel said it, informal school, informal, okay, those who went to normal informal school are very proud to tell you that I read my GCE from home and I got my 5 credits. And they will show you. Those who went to correspondence rapid results college, those in the 70s, and they pass their O-level, GCA level, O-level, they are very proud to show you. Afe Babalola, the owner of Afe Babalola University, did his GCA O-level, A-level from home. And he's very proud to tell you, he read the LLB in London from home. Professor Lubumo, the first African PhD holder in mathematics from Ondo State, he taught me in my first year, got his BS in mathematics, first class, from home. Professor Chikobi, the same thing, the Cambridge A levels, BS mathematics, first class, from home. That's why they were giving scholarship to come down to UK. Because they say, if these guys, pro correspondent colleges and nice school, they're able to burn candle and make so much performance, then they brought them up to come and read their PhD. That is what we are talking about. So these people who went through evening school are usually proud to show their Alvani Koku, the same thing. But the question I'm worried about is that, okay, if you went to evening school, that's why you could not, then show us now. Our Nigerian ambassador to Spain, no, not to Spain, to Mexico, what they call this man, Reno Mercury. He did a good job, 2021, 2022, before they now put money in his mouth and he kept quiet. He went to Chicago State University. Did you guys pay attention to what he found out? He found out in Chicago State University, the person that was admitted is Bola Abiodun Tinubu, and a female. That Bola Abiodun Tinubu attended Richard Daley College in Chicago. What did she study? Physics, chemistry, biology. Her score was DDB. Ladies and gentlemen, that Bola Abiodun Tinubu from there went to the University of Alaska, College of Medicine. Today she's a practicing pediatrician at Southern Carolina. That woman is still alive. So the question now is this: how did you manage to get physics, chemistry, biology to even enter Chicago State University to do BSc Biz and Me?
Exactly.
That was the question I went to search. And finally, truly, people fill the form, use that woman's result to gain admission. Okay, the question is that if you school at home, I come to AKG and tell it, okay, give us your GCE result now. Why are you using another person's GCE result? And secondly, Chicago State University, why will you admit somebody for physics, chemistry, biology? We say this chemistry, biology, we do BSc Biz and Me. It's not normal, but okay. Then I don't know medical there. You admitted, maybe you attended the school now and finished. But do you know why they could not give me a certificate? You see, he has Maths 101 and English 101 course he has not taken. He did very well. I don't want to believe that people wrote for him. No, he did very well in the exam. I mean, in the BSc, but that small this he has not finished. That is why he couldn't get the certificate out. And that one where he published now is the one they published where somebody who was not born in 79 is dependent on signing certificate. Now that is where the worry coming. You see, when you are coming to a public office, it is your virtue. Sociology has shown that clearly. Your virtue, your price of integrity, the percentage you are is shown when you are growing up. You will not suddenly become president and suddenly become an angel and a man of integrity. It's not possible. Because what you don't have, you cannot give. Now, my only cry and lamentation is this. Tinubu, in his privileged position as a former governor and president we are going to, he knew those who were abusing the subsidy scam. He knew them very well. And he was bold enough to tell them to their faces, to hell with you guys, I thereby remove subsidy. My only flaw I fought in there is that you should have, when you want to catch a thief, you take your time. That's why they do investigation. Having known them, he should have taken his time. Because he would have realized that the subsidy thieves are around him, even up till now. Now then they come out in fake agency, presidential foreign intervention fund, and imagine fake this one. They're supplying boss and this. They are the one manifesting those forms. If you had taken that time, we would have found it. Now, I'm always worried when people keep talking about a macroeconomic. I said, listen, don't let anybody deceive you with the economic jargon. Our macroeconomic has not stabilized. We have not. You see, they will say, Yoruba will say, when a snake bites you, next time you see an earthworm, you will run away from it. When I carried IBB reform on my head as a very young lecturer then, social adjustment program, I carried it on my head. I memorized, I read the book like mad. It go better. This is exactly what they were telling us there. It go better. God bless Professor Loko and Professor Tomori. Those who say a lie, it will not go better. The thing not go good. And macroeconomic stability will not be able to get anywhere. It's 40 years after. Aloko is right. Where's IBB is there now? Where's the reform? Where's the Jakarta still today? Where's the NPT something? Where's the massive industrial revolution we're going to do? Where are all the manufacturing outfits? They all collapse. That is the danger where we are carried away by rhetorics. And that is the part we are playing now. And that is my lamentation. We should not be looking at concrete development in society. How many industrial development are we? Where's our effort in using our local raw material to produce? It's not coming on. How many are we able to put on ground? It's not there. Our people getting job, it's not there. Why are we speaking grammar? You say somebody came in, made dollar at $650, and he crashed it to 1,400 up to 1,700. Then the thing come back to 1,500, 1,400. You now say it's stability. Excuse me.
As in.
It's not stability now.
The only way I can tell you from my own angle is that it's like somebody who scores 12% in the exam. Then, or he scored 9% in the exam consistently, and then now he makes an effort. He's not scoring, starts scoring 17%, 18%. It's okay. He has tried. He has still not passed. My brother, the only way you can have economic stability in this is just that we thank God we have a very vibrant Nigerian domestic producer. That is the Nigerians, you and me. Our population is incredibly resilient, and I must doff my hat for them because my two business in the village, they are doing so well. Not because of the raw resilience of the Nigerian productive sector, despite the insecurity. That's why I commend them. But what we need to do now is to have a government that could do things that will affect the common man. And we know that today we do not have the productive base because our petroleum is damn too expensive. And we don't have power supply. So people rely on the petroleum, which is damn, that is what is killing the country. I took my time to look at, I was talking with somebody in Aramco in Saudi Arabia today. It's telling me that the cost of extracting crude oil is $6, which is the same thing with Nigeria, $6 per barrel. But our own costs going to increase now. Why? Because of insecurity, theft. Our own now end up the cost of insecurity and theft, make it our own now 28. So if there was no insecurity and theft, we still have been putting at $6. Now, luckily, we have our own refinery now. My brother, why don't you struggle to get the price of PMS down? That would be the first thing. Then, immediately meet the expert to increase your generation of electricity. Look at it, my brother, Google it. China produces, we have 4,500 megawatts. That's what we produce. That's what we generate or distribute every now. Nigeria, 4,500. You know how much China generates and produce and distribute? 4 million. 4 million. When I saw that, I could check. I said, no. This can't be. 4 million megawatts. And of these 4 million megawatts, 10% of 4 million megawatts is 400,000, and we are not there. 1% is 40,000, and we are not there. That is what the government should be paying attention if we really want to change the macroeconomics.
Bro, can I just ask you something?
Let me just round up, my brother.
Let's hear round up before you answer.
Yes, that is what I think the government should be looking at. You see, you don't have to go and reinvent the wheel. Look at people who have achieved it. The secret of China explosion is they got electricity right, and they galvanize their local raw materials, and they get everybody their hand on the deck, and they implement the production. That is how you revamp. All the grammar people they speak in macroeconomics to me lie. Until that thing is done, we were able to bring Panapina back to space, John Holt back, Procter and Gamble, Lever Brothers, PZ, until we're able to have productive sector. We are going nowhere because this is a highly mobile population that is consuming 250 million, not be beans. But we're not doing it. So all this grant, until that is done, that is where I enjoy it. Until that is done, and once we get it right there, I'm telling you, 3/4 of Nigerians abroad will fly back. I swear, 3/4 of Nigerians will fly back within 1 year. And can it be done? It can be done.
Facts.
Because with $8 billion, you can have 10,000 megawatts.
Facts.
And you tell the state, now that you have done a good job, I mean, saying state government can generate their own electricity now, which was a master stroke. Encourage the state government, like Abia did. You get at least 500 megawatts. By the time 10 state government do that one, or 20 state government, that's another 10,000. That makes 20,000 megawatts. Now, for China, that 4 million megawatts, coal is responsible for 52%, not nuclear. Coal. And in the Benin belt on the Chatoenugu, those coal are there, line fallow.
You know, sir, they don't follow. They are taking it out too.
I know. I'm aware. Okay, and stealing now.
They are stealing it, yeah.
Yes. If we get that on, those are the low-hanging fruit. Gentlemen, what I'm telling you, I'm not hiding any secret. Few of them are listening to me. I told them when I finished my first broker that time, 2 months ago, a month ago, when Tinubu guys called me, I told them this thing. That's what they want to told them this to me now. I told them, this is what I told you guys. Call China, take them to Enugu. Say, I beg, stop stealing. Since coal is giving you guys 52% of electricity, coal is giving them 2 million megawatts. Our coal in Enugu will give us 50,000 megawatts.
Modern.
And once we solve that problem, then I trust Nigerians. Productivity will start from Lagos to Kano to Kaduna to Jos. And now we're talking of macroeconomic stability. If we keep looking at this $1,400 going to $1,300, that is not macroeconomic stability. We are still toying with poverty.
Thank you.
I rest my case.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Prof. You see, but Prof, you see, on the flip side, right, on everything you've said here, I am of the opinion that Tinubu intentionally will never want Nigeria to work because it is his status. This is how Tinubu's ideology of government operates. If Nigeria works, Nigeria become productive. Nigerians are not working. Tinubu will not up. Tinubu, the kind of his politics will be pushed to the side because Nigerians will not be able to think. But Tinubu operates where there's poverty, where there's lack, where there's struggle, where there's chaos. If what you're saying right now are not hard things to do. Invite China, sit some part of your coal to them, tell them as you're drilling it instead of stealing it, create factories in Nigeria, give us electricity. These things are not difficult. But he will not do it because if they fix Nigeria and Nigeria begin to work, then who will now come and be begging them and saying Jagaban and the rest? Who will be singing on the mandate?
That's unfortunate, really unfortunate. And just to let you know that how many Nigerians who are very, they're not partisan, but they just want this country to be operational and be productive. There are many Nigerians out there. You see them almost literally crying out. How wonderful Nigerians who are there. I tell you today, if we move our professional from the US, medical doctors, pharmacists, lawyers, the US economy will collapse.
Facts.
Their essence will collapse.
Facts.
If we move them out back on that, and I know what, many of them are literally begging to come back. Next month now, my class, I'm not a medical doctor. My class, my colleagues who are of my set, who are medical doctors in UI, they're all meeting in Chicago next month. And I used to see the friends with which they want to come and what they want to do in Nigeria. Every one of them is tired. These are millionaires by their right. Each and every one of them. None of them at this age now, because they're all professors of medicine. None of that age now is making less than $70,000, $80,000 every month. But you realize that there's a level to which money will excite you. It is what you do that gets you the joy in your society. They want to come to their village where there's no pipe of water up there now, where malaria is still killing people. They want to come down and build 50-bed hospital, 70-bed hospital, and treat people for free.
Facts.
That's what they're looking. That is the joy at this stage. I keep telling people this thing. I just finished doing it 4 hours. I had to do 2 hours and I just got tired. I tell them to say, look, if I am in my village or in a school in Nigeria teaching at this stage, the joy I will get, not salary, will be 10 times what they are getting here. Because you get to a level where you look back, you go to advise the young boys and young girls, say, I've traveled around the world. This is how to go about it. This is what to do. This is what not to do. And then people in power. So, boy, this is what we should not do. I remember when we were telling Ambassador when he came to this thing, from a state, when he came to this thing, I said, okay, did you see this flyover? I said, man, this is wonderful. Look at Pearson Airport. Look at complicated. I said, okay, this thing are not built by angels. They are not built by deity. They are not built by Oloku. Oloku is a deity in those days, sorry. They are not built by angels. They are not built by a deity. They are built by human beings like you and me. So in other words, what you are saying here, you can do in Benin. And everybody's like, that's what you are saying. So my only interest now is that I don't want you to be carried away by these guys. No, they have not. They are not scratching the surface. What you are saying now is high level of scandal, which is actually killing the economy. The amount of money we are losing through fake, through forgery, through looting is more than whatever he thinks is doing. They are bleeding the economy every day. How can somebody come to Zamfara and load 5-6 container load of ordinary sand in container and fly it to China? You call it ordinary sand, but they know what they are loading away. And you look at them, you keep quiet. The person come to Enugu, you load the sack of coal in about 5, 6, 7 container again. They fly to, and we look at them and look at, and we keep quiet. And we're talking of macroeconomic reformation. No lie. We're not heading anywhere yet at all. So that's what I'm saying, that if you can, and the world is still waiting for us to manifest. You call the Chinese today, they will take over your coal. You get an arrangement with them. They will tell you at this time we can generate 15,000 megawatts. Every state government, whoever is able to do it, I'll give you an incentive. This time, before you know, by the time you are at 35,000 megawatts, you will no longer see power failure again. Then the game changer will start. Then petroleum price will drop. then productivity will start. Then the macroeconomy will begin to manifest. This thing I talk about now, market has stabilized 1,400. No. You are just begging the question. You are just playing on the surface. We have not done the critical things we need to do. That is why 4 million Nigerians left Nigeria between 2023 and 2026. 4 million, not 4 million Nigerians, not 4 million school start failures. 4 million solidly trained professionals led this country, and that country is still alive. I commend you guys. I commend Nigerians. So, I can't see how. Look at now, we are crying in Canada. Do you know why we are crying today in Canada? Because to kill a particular fraud that's going on in the education system, we stop foreigners from coming in. For just 1 year, Canada is crying because we lost so much. So then I realized that, now these foreigners from poor countries are the ones sustaining Canadian economy. That is the truth. Every college has lost $35 billion, $35 million, $40 million, $80 million, $100 million. It's done on the government that these foreigners are sustaining us. And they are now working how to adjust it immediately. Our own, the leakage is continuing. The people who are leaking this thing, we are not addressing it. Somebody alone, 54 billion. Another person, Presidential Foreign Intervention Fund. Another person, emergency funds. Another person, funding primary schools. Funding church and mosque musical equipment. Another person, renovating rural palaces. And the game continues. These are people looting the money and taking it abroad. The country is bleeding, and people are talking of stability. There's no stability anywhere. We will never say stability.
Thank you, bro.
Can I just ask this question before you?
Any question?
Yeah, you. In fact, I appreciate the submission you give as regards the problems of this country. But once from the summit of Delta State today, do you want to agree with those governors that said revenue, this country revenues has improved tremendously since the ascension of Tinubu's government in this country?
Okay, now let me tell you. I disagree with them.
Just answer straight so that we don't waste time.
No, I disagree with them. I will tell you why I disagree with them, if you don't mind.
You disagree that the revenue has not increased?
No, yes, I will tell you why. Just listen to me, please. If you have a child who you know that his capacity can make 70-80% in the exam, and the guy is bringing 39% in his exam, you don't give him a pat on the back. We can do 5 times what we are doing now. And what we are doing now is actually a nomenclature where you convert the money in naira, it becomes heavy.
Yeah.
What is the value of the naira?
Exactly.
70,000 minimum wage today is poorer than 30,000 minimum wage 4 years ago.
Facts.
You know that?
Facts.
But people don't know that much. The 70,000
you know that they frequently factor in the inflationary trend too. You know they are factoring in the inflation into that.
I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. I'm coming. You know why? I have a poultry farm. I produce poultry and I produce feed mills, and I'm into massive farming. Now, I noticed that I'm coming. I noticed that the cost of production in my poultry alone, the inflation there is over 75%, and somebody is telling me 50%. They only rebase it.
Exactly.
It's a theoretical analysis, not the real thing. They rebase it from 34% to 15%. And I said, don't pretend. Face your reality. You will conquer it. Face your reality. You will conquer it. You are giving somebody $70,000, 70,000 minimum wage, and yes, 70,000. But the man who is earning 30,000 4 years ago is doing better than the man who is earning 70,000. So on the surface, even if you are making $45 billion a year as revenue, it is not where you're supposed to be at all. There are so many things you could do, and not only that. Let me tell you the same thing in this economy. The informal sector is not even captured. The informal sector are the ones sustaining the Nigerian today. Those people who are working, let me use the word akara and agidi and all those small, they are the ones sustaining us. And we are not even capturing them. So our economy should be far better than this, because the economy is resilient. Not because of Tinubu, no. But what we are saying that Tinubu, there are few things he can do, and it will enhance these people's capacity. It's just pay the petroleum pricing and electricity. Do this alone. Nigeria don't need social security. We don't need handout. Do that alone. When my fellow professors who lost their job in the last 6 months, Canada is paying them 70% of their salary every month for 1 year. If a professor loses his job in Unilag, how much will he get when he loses his job? Case closed.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you.
Case closed.
Abba, please come in.
Yes, Adam.
No.
Please, you have been referencing Delta State and the nonsense that my former.
Abba, so please, can you coordinate for the next few minutes, please?
Yeah, no problem.
Don't call it nonsense. It's fine. Okay,
No, I'm from Delta State, sir. I have the right to call him nonsense. I was in Nigeria in February, and I saw that Sheriff have turned Delta State to excavation site. Not a single job has been completed. Even the roundabout that is at ShopRite there, till today has not been completed. And he had the God to come and brag that they've not borrowed money. What kind of nonsense is that? So I have the right to call him a former retired Agboro, because that is what he is. Sheriff recently is beginning to make proper complete sentence as a governor. When he entered before, you know, I don't know if you followed him up. He was able to talk. Sheriff is an Agboro, so I don't know what you want me to say. I'm from that state.
Okay, let me give you a check. Let me give you a check.
So if he's trying to tell me about Sheriff making those are Arab nonsense. They have not borrowed money. Okay, we agree. Is the state not generating funds? Are states supposed to borrow money if they are generating funds before? So I don't think money right.
Let me tell you one thing.
The question I would now ask is before you contribute, sir.
Okay.
If you are saying this, Prof, from all your analysis, are you saying that the assertion from Okonjo-Iweala, who is equally an expert in this regard, who would see as a figure in what you call macroeconomic policies in the whole world, are you saying his assertion today, along with Soludo, nothing to write home about? Because from your analysis, it shows clearly that everything has been thrown off. Are you saying what they have said today are very wrong?
Okay, you know what?
You are a medical doctor.
No, I'm not a medical doctor. I said my colleagues who are college of medicine, in my year, I'm a statistician and an econometrician. But I think my colleagues will finish together the same year, 86. You know, but I used to be very sick in the university. That's why most of my friends are medical doctors. So I usually stay with them because of emergency. I strike. Emergency malaria I always get it. I faint, this and that. But they are my friends. So I'm very close to them. Well, you see what I'm driving at, and I'm sending the rebuttal to Okonjo-Iweala. See, what they are saying, get me clear. That is the danger in economic analysis. They can manipulate figures. We call it in statistics how not to use the statistics. He said macroeconomic stability. My brother, what does that mean? To me, macroeconomic stability is go to the grassroots. How is the grassroots? The money you are getting now, are you able to buy this? Are you able to buy this? Are you able to buy this? If the answer is no, I have no time for macroeconomic stability. Because you also have macro, then you come down to the lower level, which is the micro. So, but if you want to bamboozle people, you can make something say that because they do not have the material to counter you, they just follow what you are saying. And I'm saying that I have been a victim of that. When I was a young lecturer, those days, when IBB was in power, that was what they told you about social adjustment program. That when they finish building Ajokuta Steel, Alaja Steel, and they do this one, we open River Niger, we do this one, we do about it, the macroeconomic. But for now, let's devalue the currency. We will just bear the pain. At some time, we devalue it from $1 to $1. We need to go gradually till today. Where are we now? That's why I said I have not got faith yet, but I have a way of measuring it. Until I begin to see the average man on the street, I begin to see the average person on the street have a tremendous improvement, then I'll say yes. We are coming up.
Yes, that's why the gestation period was very important. The gestation period of the policy.
I've waited for 40 years now.
Wait first. 1 second.
I'm talking of Tinubu gestation reform. The gestation of Tinubu reform is very important.
Please, can you tell the House exactly what Okonjo-Iweala said? Let us even listen.
He just said macroeconomic stability. That's what he was saying.
No, sir, let him say, because I'm currently looking at all the publications from different news districts. Let him say, because let us start from there. Please, can you tell us what Okonjo-Iweala said? Because this Tinubu government is quick to reference Okonjo-Iweala, like as if she said things, the government is doing well. The last time they played this same card, they quoted her out of context. Right, so I want you to tell us what she said. Then let us read it out from. I'm currently looking at it on my phone here. You can see. Please, let's have it.
You should listen when I submit next time. I said the assertion. Listen, you should. When I make my submission next time, you should listen to my assertion. I said the summary of what the assertion. When I say assertion of what Professor Soludo
Okonjo listen now. Reference more Okonjo Iweala. So let's ask Okonjo Iweala. It was an assertion. I said assertion made by Okonjo Iweala, Professor Lumumba, and Soludo today. No. You are changing your mind. They can play this recording back. I'm recording this. Wait now. Let's go from the last 1 minute of what you said. Tell us what Okonjo Iweala said. Listen, my brother. I said it, and I can never deny that. Of course, I record everything I say on here. So in case there's any other thing, I will still repeat myself. I said the assertion of these particular personalities today, starting from Okonjo Iweala, Professor Lumumba, and the other man, Professor Soludo. I can't no expect to work half about him here. When I say assertion, wait now. When I say assertion, it shows that I summarize what every one of them has said, coming together that the macroeconomic policy of this country is stabilizing, and of course, the revenue generation of this country is equally being strengthened. That is what I said. So don't quote me out of context. So when I give my assertion, it shows clearly I've been able to summarize their position. And what Professor Lumumba said clearly was that yes, the macroeconomic policy of this country is moving. However, the Delta State government should look into how to maximize the potential of the human capital, particularly the youth, and focus on energy, energy, on growing the high energy capacity in Delta State. And these are the things that will propel economic development of Delta State. That is the summary. Go and check. Is it just only Delta State? Can we talk about the whole of Nigeria at large? Is it just Delta State? No, I thought that is I reference now. Okay, you're focused on I reference. When I reference, I'm not being particular. Yes, okay. You have to deliberate that. Okay, Agba. I don't know if Prof is getting what I'm saying. No, I only reference what you are saying. So now you are admitting. Agba, let me tell you one thing. Do you know that the total collection of money Tinubu gives to the 5 southeastern states put together is not up to what our Delta collect alone? Do you know that? That is, the collection, the monthly collection for Delta is more than Enugu, Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia, and Imo added together. That is why when I look at the Ibori Atara, I say Ibori Atara, I just cry. I say, what is wrong with this man? Look at the amount of money coming to your hand. What are you doing? It's not in any way match what Abia is doing. Abia is getting less than 20% of what you have. I said, the thing he could have done now, if I am Ibori now, is to make sure that I get 1,000 megawatts for Delta State power supply. 1,000. More than what Nigeria is giving Abia State. 1,000 mega. And Delta is so blessed that they have the marine economy, they have the agri economy, they have the human capital economy. You could have developed this three, and Delta will fly. But it wouldn't. But I don't know. But anyway, but what I'm going to drive out my brother says this one. Now, this is what is giving me hope and courage. What is giving me hope and courage is that my people, that is Nigerians, we are resolute. We are very hardworking. We are very determined. What we need is an economy or an economic driver who will be honest with us. Let's go and deal with where our problem is, which is high cost of fuel and poor electricity generation. If you can do these two, leave Nigerians alone. Do these two, South African economy will be fine. Will not even near us at all. Just do these two. And that's what I keep telling them. I said, tackle these two areas. Bring back your cost of fuel to a lower level. Bring back bring electricity to a higher level. Once you do this too, leave Nigerians alone. Nigerians will fly in here, set up industries, manufacturing outfit, set up agricultural farm. Do you know how many Canadians here have ranching now? Ranching in Edo and Delta State? Many of them have to encourage me now. I'm starting my own ranch now with 1,000 goats in my farm. 10 acres. 10 acres. That is the recordness of the average Nigerian. And what happened? The purchasing power, the patronage from the average Nigerian is huge because you can't play with 250 million people. Canada keeps saying that if they can transfer Nigerian population to Canada, they will be so happy they will beat US. Because the problem we have in Canada is that we don't have people
We don't have purpose. Because without human beings, the economy cannot explode. If you like, have the highest technology as you have the kind of the technology is fantastic. Nuclear power is there. Everything is there. But human beings to drive it is not there. So if we get our facts right, and I'm saying that it is easy for us to get it right, don't reinvent the wheel. China will come, revamp our Enugu coal. If your coal in China can give you 2 million megawatts, let Enugu 1 year give us 50,000 megawatts. And you come, cement in Egypt, you give Egypt to 2,000 megawatts in 18 months. Give us access to 2,000 watts in 18 months. This is $60 billion. By the time we get 50,000 running, it will be okay. Then we would now be talking to Dangote and Boa. Can we bring down this price of petroleum from 1,400 per liter? Can we bring it down to 600, 700 naira? Do those two and go to bed and sleep and see whether we will not hit $1 trillion in 2 years or 3 years in this country. Okay. Do those two. What I'm saying here, my brother, is not a secret, I have written it very well. I've documented it. I've shown the calculation. I've submitted to the president. I've submitted to my state governor. I've submitted to my brother. They say, gentlemen, this is the 2 areas you face. They will call them the low-hanging fruit. If you do that alone, my brother, you see this country, Nigeria, forget it.
Prof, all these things you are submitting to the government, are you saying that Nigerian government is daft or they are just evil?
No, they are not daft.
Tell me that they don't know these things.
No, they know. But you see, my brother, what are you saying? Okay, the last time Saddam is not here now. Last time I spoke about two months ago, thing went viral. You know, they called me. They called me. Two ministers and one person. One of them was my classmate. So they were able to. I said, okay, Prof, come, let's talk as brothers. Okay, what are those 3 low-hanging fruits we're talking about? I gave them these 2 areas. Bring down the fuel price, the electricity, and once you do those two, revamp all the primary and secondary schools in such a way as they did in Rwanda, where people will not have to pay 10 million a term in all these high schools. Once you revamp your human capital well, the game is over. I gave them this, but you see, I did that, they're not that. Do you know what one of them told me? He said, yes, we gave each local government 90 million naira each to go and revamp their primary school. I said, did you follow up? No. You know that the money you give to local government to revamp it, it's not for that thing. You just give it that name. It's money for the boys. Just like you are giving that 22 million now, billion to revamp royal palaces. Me and you know that they will not revamp any royal palaces. It's money for the poor. Can you stop these things?
Money for election.
It's killing the economy. It's for the boys. It's not for men. That is the irony of what we have. Where I look as if we take 1 step forward, we take 3 steps backward. So I thought we were moving now. We take 2 steps forward, we take 5 steps backward. Look at the level of fake agencies. Gentlemen, read budget output in August ending and see the number of new fake agencies they have seen. My question is that why are these things coming up like this? It's simple. The trend the head shows is what your subordinates are following. I don't know how much you have been a CEO of a company before. Say the moment you begin to steal in your company in one way, the accountant, the marketing manager, the gate man will also begin to replicate your attribute in their own way. So that's how it goes. If you put up an upright thing, they too will keep up an upright thing. So the fake agency you are saying and all these things is not new. If they are following their trend. We have done 40 kilometers of the Lagos Calabar Express Road. Then we have put in about 2 trillion. Only God knows where they will finish that thing.
They are budgeting more money for me.
They know that money spent on that thing.
Prof, let's have let's bring them up into the conversation, please.
Okay. So that's just it. We are not going to be carried away by macro accountability. That's another question.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I don't know if I'm talking. Leo just joined, but I don't know why.
King Abdul, then Omar, then Leo before Noah.
We come on, talk. Let's go to King Abdul. No, I used to call him.
Omar annoyed me yesterday.
No, chief, Omar.
He made one careless yesterday. He said the poor man do not deserve 24-hour power supply. I can't say Remind me of Umaru Diko, who said the poor man do not have telephone. Oh my God, sir. Why should the poor man have 24-hour power supply? Come back home very lazy.
Now, tell me what have you?
Thank you very much.
Saddam, I tell you, if you are from better state, I will do it, understand?
No, he said, better that I said, I know he's a brilliant accountant, but I don't know why. I don't want to. Maybe accountant, but let's move on. Maybe accountant. It's to move on accountant.
King Abdul, please come in 5 minutes, please.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Professor. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure meeting you or hearing your voice again. You know.
Yeah, my brother.
We missed you. We really missed you. You know. As for me, sometimes when Tinubu supporter comes on this live or goes to other lives and start doing the propaganda and doing the what they know how to do best, because IS they'll give them the $20 or £20 after coming to destroy the life and propagandas. Nigeria is a country that we have every single resources. I'm from Kogi State. My dad worked in Ajakuta State Company for 35 good years. I experienced the good life of Ajakuta State Company when it was functioning, when it was working. I know they have to send my dad. My dad was sent to Russia. The government sent him to Russia. He has that knowledge. He came back to Ajakuta State Company. He retired as an assistant AGM in Ajakuta State Company before he went into education. He was a lecturer in the State University before. May he so rest in perfect peace. It's late now. All these things that Nigeria, Tinubu government or pay agent is coming to say is something that every single people today that is in government, they all live in overseas. They all come here and they see what the economic is talking about. Every politicians, my dad will always say, if the society is rich, the politicians will not have a say. And that's why they will always try to damage the economic for every single body to be poor, for them to have the means of manipulating the people that is not well informed. Nigeria has the largest economic in Africa. They call us giant of Africa. Why do they call us giant of Africa? Because they know that we have every resources. Nigeria citizen is not asking for much. Just as Professor said, give us light, reduce the cost of fuel, and stabilize the education sector and just the health sector. This is just what Nigeria is asking for. And this thing, if you put it into consideration or into statistics, it's not up to a billion naira. A billion naira can solve every single problem that we are fighting for. And they will use the flights, the private jets, come to the UK, and they will get treatment, and they will go back home. This is something, and the people that is treating them, even when Buhari was in the London clinic, the person that treated Buhari, a friend of mine knows him. He's from Nigeria. He's a black man. He's a Nigerian, a Yoruba guy. He was the one that treated Buhari. He was the one that saw Buhari last. These are people that has qualification that can grow our health sectors. When I came to the UK, what I was doing then is something that I cannot do at home. But I have to do it because the economic is going well. And they will give you minimum wage is 70,000 naira. 70,000 naira cannot even buy a bag of rice in Nigeria right now. And they say they are proud of saying that they have increased the minimum wage to 70,000 naira. Is that how economic will grow? Ajakuta State Company can produce iron ore. That alone, what is China doing today? You want to buy iron for your roofing, you go to China and get it. Why you can get it in Ajakuta State Company or Itakpe Hall? These are waste priority. And they knows all these things. They know how to fix it. But no, they want the masses to be poor, to be coming to the doorstep, to the gate every single day and beg. The Archbishop came to met this person. He met Goodluck. He said the same thing. He has been saying it not today, not yesterday. So why is Tinubu on different? Is Tinubu not a person or a human being that break like the rest people that the bishop went to meet? So why is Tinubu so special? The bishop said that the people that is surrounding, I know, that's why he has a lot of special advisors, because even a counselor or even a shaman
as special advisor, but they won't tell him what he wants to hear. But Tinubu should be wise enough. And what Nigeria don't know is that Tinubu is recontesting again. He's dealing with Nigeria like he's dealing with Nigeria this way. What about when he comes back for another 8 years that he has nothing to lose? What will be the face of Nigeria?
All right.
If someone that knows that is coming back, even though you want to pretend to treat the people right for your first year, come back and do whatever you want to do. But you know that you are coming, you are coming back again. You want to contest again.
King Abu, please, can you just in 30 seconds, please wrap up?
Yeah, okay. You are coming back again. You're not doing what is meant to do. You're going to give billions of naira that is meant to be put into the health sector, into the educational sector, into the infrastructure. How will in 2026 in the digital world, Nigeria don't have steady electricity? Common Ghana has steady electricity. Common Niger. Because I've been to Maradi in Niger. They have steady electricity. And they are generating the light from Nigeria, from Katsina State, from the north part of Nigeria. And the people that give them, they don't have the constant lights. Because that is the corruption. And the head, as Professor said, if the head is spoiled, nothing on this life can adjust from the body to the tail to not spoil. That is what is happening in Tinubu's government. Tinubu is a failure. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Please, I have to be wrapping up this show as immediately, as fast as possible. So please, I just want everybody to be on time, please. This is way into my night. I should be sleeping right now. So I just want to please indulge everybody. If it's 3 minutes each, everybody can do 3 minutes each, and we can call it.
Give them about 3 minutes. It's not 3 minutes, so that we will not have a day.
So we can call the night. We can call it a night tonight.
Take your 3. Are you there? It's not there. Let's move on so we don't waste time. Leo.
Is that Noah? I mean, Leo.
Are they? Oh, was it Noah? I thought Noah spoke. I don't know.
No, I've not spoken.
Okay, sorry, Leo. We'll go to Noah. I can wait then. All right, Noah. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for the time. Professor, thank you, sir. May God bless you. Most of the things I wanted to say, Professor already said a lot of things.
Bless you, my brother. Thank you.
And I'm going to speak on character. That's the only thing I'm going to speak on, because to have good leaders, you must checkmate characters. Prince made a point that it doesn't matter. Credential don't matter when it comes to governance. They do matter. When I wanted to ask him this question, if he have a company that is running and is scheduling an interview for the people that he wants to employ, what would be his focus? Is it going to be looking at credentials, or we say, oh, credentials don't matter, just come in for the interview? You are educated or you are not educated, just come in. I know that he will have given me a wrong answer, because literally he's trying to defend everything he has said here today. Secondly, character is something that we need to look up to. Look at Lagos State. I was at my job some days back, and I thought about the governance of Lagos State. Host, do you know that 1999 to date, since Tinubu became the Lagos State governor, literally Tinubu is still the governor of Lagos State? I used to tell people, I said, if they carry out a forensic audit when it comes to Lagos State IGR, from the time he became governor to date, our minds will be blown to see the atrocity that these people have committed in that state. And this same person became the president. What do we expect? But I'm just happy that Professor have said a lot of things, but it's now left for Nigerians, which I am also included. I took my time to listen very well. Look at America. I live in the US. Even the giri Donald Trump is doing, by October, they are trying to do what they call the DV lottery, because no economy can strive without manpower. That is the human resources that you put into work to generate something for your people. And Nigeria already have that human resources. 200 and something billion people. What's the population of South Africa? Professor has already said everything. We have the manpower, but we need the good people to put at the forefront to create an enable environment for Nigerians to strive. It's not too much. Give us power. Reduce the price of fuel. We are good to go. Then let's go and hustle ourselves. I trust Nigerians. Look at in diaspora. In the first quarter, Nigerians in diaspora sent 5.2 billion naira to Nigeria. So we have 4 quarters in a year. So that's to tell you how tremendous Nigerians are doing even in diaspora. Not to talk about the Nigerians at home. So these things that Nigerians are asking for is not much. Just little things, but if you want to destroy your people, if you want to be the one at the top, weaponize poverty. And that is what APC is doing right now. Thank you. And I yield the mic.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No, Leo, please. Leo is not ready. And thank God. Make a Beer Parlor podcast. No. Okay, please, 3 minutes, please. I beg you on time. 3 minutes, please.
First, I'll just start by thanking Prof. Prof, you know, sometimes when I hear you talk online, they tempted to drop because it really like say you don't speak everybody's mind, and you're more like your wisdom wasted down on you. But the beg where I go beg you, not joke, but help us start on that Prof, because the Prof within Nigeria are good. Like at the end they use they think we get lecture about people we don't go school at all. But anyways, I just say thank you for your doggedness. Can you guys hear me?
Go on, please. You have 2 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yeah, so thank you.
Is anybody calling you? Wow. Okay, let's go. If somebody is calling him, we have to move on. Beer Parlor. Beer Parlor, are you there, my man?
I greet everybody. Host, I greet you. The Emir Sirdam show, I greet you. Professor, I greet you. I greet everybody with you on stage as well. Thank you guys for having me. Make I start with small joke. I like make good dry jokes, right? You get one space where we joined yesterday or sometime last week. And they're like, oh, no, only obedience. No bring beer parlor or beer parlor, no be obedient. But, you know, even though I don't identify as an obedient, my preferred candidate that would be, and we shouldn't only limit people to being obedience and stuff. You know, I'm just a rational person. I see within they good, within I think say they're good, now I might support, right? But anyway, that aside, I just want to say thank you to Prof, right? Because he gave us me talk earlier. Because I host debate shows. We had a debate with pretty much everybody. It doesn't matter the topic, right? The debates, right? And I talk about the economy a lot. And if you look at the trend, when Tinubu became president, this is something Prof already mentioned. When Tinubu became president, because of his policies, obviously, inflation went up 34% or 35%, whatever it was. But if you look at end of around 2024, it dropped like the drop was very sharp from 34 to about 24, and then it started going down all the way to 15 points, whatever it is right now. I've been lazy because I knew it was suspicious. It gets something where they do there because a policy made that inflation rate to go up, which was the dollar unification and the fuel subsidy. Now make the inflation go up. There has to be another policy to make it go down like that. But I've been lazy. Today, I just heard Professor, he mentioned rebasing the economy. And while I was, just in the chat, I was doing my, trying to understand what that meant. And I said, this is exactly what happened there. They rebased the economy. The list of items, whether they use check inflation, the commodities, they removed about 200 of them and they added more expensive stuff because it's based on averages. So the more expensive one now, when you divide them, you go bring the inflation rate down. So that now the wayo way they do there. And I could tell wayo they there, but I just couldn't go further to figure it out. I just want to say thank you to Professor for pointing that out today. Make everybody do research, make everybody study. I mean, they say school no be scam. If you say school not scam, now you sabi. But anyway, I thank everybody. I'll keep it brief. I know you're about to round up. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
So now, let me even say my own. Leo. Okay, Leo, just go on. Take your 2 minutes. I don't need it.
All right, no thanks. Thank you. So I was trying to appreciate Prof. Each time he speaks, sometimes I'm tempted to go down because he speaks a lot of wisdom. There's something he said, and which really resonated in me about how now our population they help our economy, and it makes perfect sense because you can tell clearly that now auto run with it. if not, if we they dependent on the policies where these guys they bring, we definitely see. I don't even know which village for better pass Nigeria as it take there. So what I'm just trying to say is, my own anger majorly they targeted at most people when they come defend this country about performance. Sometimes I dey ask myself whether we purposely they leave common sense by the side. I beg, 4 good years. 4 years. What transformation are we waiting to see? What effect will they wait? We never fit transform into one thing. One single thing for 4 years.
Oh, Leo, your village will not allow you to talk. Anyway, Saddam, so you see, what we think for this whole issue is this certificate matter. It's painful that we have reduced our education to this level that people are now defending the fact that it is okay for Tinubu to produce just university. When I go Canada, me, I moved from UK to Canada. They're part of Canada, right? When you were doing your West, there's a reason why they want you to go through their own verification system. Because they will have to check with the school that gave you that certificate. They will not go through you. They will have to go through the school, like they will go directly to the school to confirm how you got that certificate. What led to that certificate? Like, for example, you said Tinubu is an accountant. He did the accounting with Deloitte. I've been at the toilet. I don't know what the name is, right? He must have passed some courses like mathematics and some kind of science courses that led him to do accounting. Can you please provide those two, the secondary school and primary? Let us even see. No, people are giving excuses for this nonsense. We cannot even see. There's no way. We need to make that court into Canada without that verification being done. Yes, West is going to ask you for your highest qualification, but you can't verify from the school to know what to do. Before them that led you to reading that particular course, they gave you the certificate. And we have people that went through this scrutiny before going to Canada. They are today defending the fact that Tinubu submitted only university certificates.
I swear.
My God, how did we get here?
I swear.
How did we get here? The kind of scrutiny we are scrutinized before you even go. So do you know that when we were preparing to go to the UK so many years ago, right? Me and my wife, they said we bring photographs to show that we have been married for the past couple of years. We go through this level of scrutiny. Many of you that went abroad, you went through this level of scrutiny, and you are yet to pay settling for this nonsense. After being able to go to abroad, you are being exposed and you are settling for this nonsense. So damn, Prof, most of the time when you talk, we don't be getting what of God, don't talk everything. Prof, how did we get to this kind of how? Even Prof, I know that you must have gone through a level of scrutiny before you attain your level of professorship in Canada today. But you have people that are in your level and below your level defending this nonsense. I saw one guy that was on Arise. He said he talked about it. When I was here about 5-6 years ago, I was very young. Now I am older. I was very curious to hear this guy to know whether he was even properly now old with proper brain. And he went on to say that there is no need for Nigerians to be complaining about the fact that Tinubu submitted only university certificate. I said, God, who do us? Who do us? How do we even go from here? How and where do we go from here? Okay, let me even run by saying this. I am very happy about the Catholic visit to Tinubu. And I am happy that the man that spoke and the man that went on a ride is a Yoruba man. Yes, I'm happy. Because you see this one, the man is getting looked like this. Imagine if it's a mental job. And this man has been consistent since Jonathan. Now look at me. I want to go and check. Okay, with the Twitter. I want to go. He has been consistent. He blasts Jonathan. He blasts Buhari. Even Buhari, when he say he gets Lai Mohammed, they do not come down on the guy like this.
Facts.
Look at Tinubu's coverage. The so-called Nadeko my ass. That we were taught. People are questioning the joint politics now. We were will think that they will be ready to fight guys. You fight for democracy. Even democracy you fight for to be champion. Not supposed to from talking. Still criticism you cannot take. And people so that's the reason why I don't care about people in Nigeria. At least they are in Nigeria supported to know their footsteps approach them. We attack Nigerians in diaspora. The ones that are supposed to be blinded, the investment. And the investment. And I will say them why do this. If you are in Nigeria in diaspora, you are supporting this criminal government, it cannot be well with you. It will never be well with you. If your family is aware and you are being famous on social media, it will not be well with your family. That's all I have to say. Mr. Dan, meet my guy, Greg Palo. The reason why people don't like the guy is that I even brothers don't like her. They don't take her this year because if they take her this year, I come. Anyway, thank you. Prof, I greet you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Abba. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Prof, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming out tonight. We'll be back tomorrow again, 10 p.m. Nigerian time. Man, I'll be here for like 5 hours. Oh boy. Hey. Thank you to all of you that came out, guys. I can't even say. I think this topic is a topic that we're not allowed to pass. Tomorrow we'll be back on it and talking more about the country. But thank you to all of you that the request line is so much. When people have requested the mic, we could not bring them up. Please.
I miss out one thing.
Okay.
Do you know what is even telling me the certificate? Many of them that are not as rich as these politicians, they go suffer them. I travel well. When I was in Europe, I travel a lot. Suffer because I still have a Nigerian passport. Do you know what I went through when I went to Albania one day? They say those with European passport this way, American passport this way, the rest of the world this way. Now I went there with the rest of the world are people that are having white skin. People with white skin with the rest of the world like us too. They don't ask them any question. Look their passport, okay, go. Next time when you look my passport, you look my face. Look my passport, you look my face. Am I a thief? This is what we are going to go through because of this nonsense. This nonsense that people are defending. Because I traveled quite a lot to Nigeria. I can't wait to teach this passport. I swear. Let's not get Nigerian passport today, so no get problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. It's honestly insane when you think about it, honestly speaking. Honestly. But thank you, guys. Thank you to all of you that joined us from Facebook to YouTube to X to TikTok. Guys, God bless you all that came out tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully by 10 p.m. Nigerian time. I can't even give any shout out to anybody, but thank you to all of you that contributed. Likings, giftings, and everything you guys did tonight. God bless you guys. We'll be back tomorrow, as I always say. We do this for God and for country. Please join us 10 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow. Come early or make it finish early, please. Abba, God bless you, my brother. Prof, thank you so much, sir. Good night.